team on there that we wouldn't be. Told you.
That's good. Make sure you're like.
And you may find too to see you start calling the game just the way that they do.
Savannah Christian 7, Holy Innocents 0. Tim, you go first. Select that.
Transport report.
I love this thing.
Just in case you start feeling what that is.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand by for this important announcement from the Georgia High School Association. The GSHA and its member schools have made a commitment to promote good sportsmanship by student and athletes and coaches and spectators at all GSHA sanctioned events. Profanity, degrading remarks, and intimidating actions directed at officials or competitors will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the event site. Spectators are not allowed to enter the competition area during warm-ups or while the contest is being conducted.
Yeah.
Thank you for your cooperation in the promotion of good sportsmanship at tonight's event.
James, you should come on and be our guest during halftime.
Be your guest during halftime? Okay. Love to.
And if we, let me rephrase that, when we win, next week, Casey and I are going to come and do an interview with you.
Okay.
In your office at some
I'm
point.
not much of a sports talker, just so you know.
Well, it's going to be more about the day school.
I can do that.
The story. Tell a story.
Pretty good. If it's about the school, I'm all right. I don't want me to talk plays, so I'm not the guy. And also, when you're seated, you have no problem this week. Yeah. Just so you know, just when you're standing up, you'll like close right by it. Or you're down here, you get enough distance. So you'll still be able to watch the field. Yeah, we got a new speaker system today. I'm going to have them hang
We do?
Good.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the campus of Calvary Day School in beautiful Savannah, Georgia, the hostess city of the South. And here at the corner of 63rd and Paulson Street, we welcome you to historic MC Anderson Field for tonight's GSHA Class A playoff game between the Eagles of Landmark Christian and your Calvary Cavaliers. At this time, we ask you to please rise and kindly remove your headgear for tonight's prayer, to be given by the Assistant Superintendent and Principal of Calvary Day School, Dr. James Taylor. And then please remain standing as we honor America this Thanksgiving weekend for the singing of our national anthem by Calvary student Ashley Poole.
Let's pray. Gracious Father, Lord, during this time of Thanksgiving, Lord, we are so grateful, Father, for who you are. We're thankful, Father, that we are able to be here this evening to watch
this great game of football. We thank you, Father, for one of our sister schools, Landmark, coming all the way down from close to Atlanta. We pray, Father, for traveling mercies for them and for all of their fans as they head back this evening. We thank you, Lord, that these two great teams can play this game this evening, Lord, and use the skills and the talents that you have provided to them during this game. We ask, Father, that you would place a hedge of protection around both groups of boys, Lord, as they're playing this evening. We thank you, Father, for all of the folks that make this game possible tonight. We thank you, Father, for the officials, for the coaches, for the players, for the parents, friends and family, cheerleaders, those who are helping with the medical needs on the side, Lord. God, we just thank you for all of these parts, Lord, that make this whole. And we do thank you, Father, that these two Christian schools can be playing this game tonight. We ask you for these things, Lord, in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Downtown Savannah, Calvary Cavaliers. We get ready for the opening round of the Cavaliers Georgia High School State Playoffs, where the Calvary Cavaliers will be taking on your War Eagles from Landmark. Tonight will be the second meeting of these two teams this season. We had the opening night.
Ladies and gentlemen, your game time weather compliments of Marine's Turf Products.
Every day come back from
Clear, wind south out of the south, 5 miles an hour. Relative humidity 62%. And your game time temperature for tonight's event 58 degrees.
We beat them 51-7 in our route on our way to the dome. What's going on, Chuck?
Well, that first meeting was my birthday. I was 24. First time I said won that first half.
Calvary Day School would like to extend a warm welcome to the fans of Landmark Christian School from Fairburn, Georgia. The head coach of the Eagles is Wayne Brantley. Assistant coaches Phil Williams, Roby Ross, Duran Rice, Adrian Williams, Chris Watts, Jason Godby, Adrian Williams, Vince Cobb, Mike Badowski, and Andy Anderson. And for the Cavaliers, we'd like to announce this year's seniors, starting with number 3, Reagan Jones. Number 4, Jake Clemens.
The official indicator operator.
Number 5, Luke White.
Accidentally hit +1 on our side a couple times.
Number 10, Luke Stroud. Number 15, Michael Culbreth.
It's 8-0, 9-0 Calvary.
16, Khalid Hughes. Number 17, Chandler Bennett.
I'll say this, you'll get paid
Number
more.
33, Matt Sauce.
The Calvary Sports Network.
Number 73, Ben Ward. And number 75, Justin James. And number 85, Ryan Jennings. Assistant coaches of the Cavaliers, Mike Carswell. Emmett, Bud Keith, Philip Lee, Bo Longyear, Jeremy Merklinger, Sean Milligan, Harold Nelson, Durwood Poole, and Tavares Tillman. The athletic trainer, Stacy Bourne. Student athletic trainers for tonight's contest, Hannah Hobson, Hannah Shores, Betsy Sutton, and Anna Yarborough. The athletic director of Calvary, Chad Griffin. The superintendent, Ralph Finnegan. Assistant superintendent and principal, Dr. James Taylor. And the head coach of the Cavaliers, Mark Stroud. Your officials for tonight's contest from the Hinesville Officials Association. Referee Dennis Davis. Umpire Dwight Belcher. Linesman Charles Prey. Line judge Chris Stacy. Side judge James Simmons. Field judge James McInnes. And the electronic clock operator Makena Martin.
You remember how to do it?
Pretty sure.
It's pretty easy, right?
It's not too hard.
It's so easy a caveman can do it. I'll have the duck with mango sauce.
There used to be so many. It's pretty credit.
21, so we got 4 minutes before we go on there. The microphone right here, everybody. Microphone's mine. So. This one mine.
We should get a crowd mic, but we get the crowd tied up on that.
Well, we need tape. So that's what I was thinking. Test 1, 1, 1, 1. Test 1, test 1, test 1, 2, 1. Pretty good. That's good. I like it. I like it. It's good. That's what Pino would tell me. It's great to be here in Santa Ana. All right. Let's see. We're still waiting for the captains to make their way onto the field, so no reason to go on air just yet.
Christian 14, Cavaliers 0. 210 left in the first.
Not surprised by that.
I don't think anyone is.
It'll be tough for Savannah Christian from here on out, though. I am not going to run a software update. Not right now. No.
Update later.
Try. Get off my back. Sorry.
No band tonight. I think there is. No, there isn't.
Let's see. 7:23. What do you say? Should we go on air a couple of minutes early?
You can. If you have something to talk about.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to MC Anderson Field on a very brisk fall evening. The day after Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all you Calvary fans. And we welcome you to the first round of the Class A Private GHSA State Playoffs. Ryan Evans here from MC Anderson Field. We'll be joined shortly. We are hopeful by Corey Martin. We are here as well with Garrett Rogers, who is on our production team today, and upstairs Bill Richard on the camera. Well, we've been waiting for 2 weeks for the playoffs to get underway. Hopefully you got to see our installment of Cavs Corner this week to find out everything that went on with the playoffs. The power rankings were unleashed last Tuesday. Calvary was number 4 after the season-ending power rankings, but with one team being moved up as a region champion, Calvary garnered the 5th seed in the Class A state playoffs. So, of course, they played the number 12 team, which is the Landmark Christian War Eagles, a team Calvary knows quite well, playing them in the first game of this 2012 season, a game when Calvary trailed at the half 21-0, only to come back and win it 28-21 on the legs and the arm of Jay Clements. One thing is for sure, we will be needing the arm and the legs of Jay Clements today if Calvary is to keep their season alive. Calvary has the opportunity to move forward in the last 16 of the playoffs, can move into the quarterfinals, which would be the first time since the early 2000s that Calvary would move into the quarterfinals if they can be victorious here tonight. Calvary has won the toss and has deferred the choice to the second half. They'll be coming out of the tunnel here shortly, and this game will get underway. Calvary comes in with a 9-1 record, of course, the lone blemish, a 1-point loss to Savannah Christian just a few short weeks ago. Landmark, after the opening loss of the season to Calvary, lost 2 more games to Wilkinson County, who was a high power-ranked team in the Class A public school playoffs, and they lost in their season finale to Eagles Landing, who was the number 2 power-ranked team in the Class A private. So this Landmark team, they were able to kind of get the ship righted, and after that, they were a pretty tough team, and they secured the number 12 ranking in Class A, which has brought them here into the playoffs. Calvary getting ready to come through the tunnel. And this game will be getting kicked off here shortly. When they do, we'll tell you a little bit about both of these teams. Here come the Cavaliers. Very highly ranked in the Class A rankings in the AJC poll as well as the AP poll that they do. As we said, number 5 overall in the power rankings. The highest ranked single A school that was not a region champion this year among private schools. Well, Landmark will be led by their rushing attack. Their leading rusher is a junior, Jeremiah Kirkland. He had over 100 yards against Calvary in the opening game of the year. Did not play in the second half of that ball game, but he has over 1,560 yards on the season, which is in the top 5 of all Class A running backs with that total. Calvary, of course, led on the ground by Jay Clements, who is approaching the 1,000-yard mark. He is about 80 yards shy of 1,000. We hope we can reach that plateau here today. Clements is also just about 19 yards short of throwing for 1,000 yards as well this year. So he can pass the 1,000-yard mark rushing and passing here in this game today, which would be quite a feat for Calvary's senior quarterback. Youngster, sophomore Spencer Davis will be kicking off for the Cavaliers. With the injury to Luke Stroud, you may remember in the 70-14 win over Trutland, Luke Stroud was banged up, and he is not in uniform tonight. And he will be sidelined with an injury. So the kicking duties will go to the young sophomore, Spencer Davis. Back deep for Landmark. They've got 2 players, and we'll give you their names momentarily. Game just about to get kicked off here, and we are glad that you have joined us here on a beautiful night for football from MC Anderson Field. Spencer Davis will be kicking off from his 40. He is going to go with a short kickoff, angling it towards the side. It will bounce at the 20. Landmark's player will pick it up at the 20 and will get across the 30, 35, and be brought down at the 41-yard line by Reagan Jones, where it'll be first down and 10 for Landmark. Pretty good field position for the War Eagles as they will come out for the first time on offense tonight, led by their senior quarterback, Cole Higbee. Higbee also battled the injury bug in the game against Calvary at Landmark, so we'll see how he does if he can keep healthy here tonight. We'll have I formation behind him. There's Kirkland, goes into motion. Handoff will go to the fullback. He's run into by Matt Sauce and Derek Kirkland. And push back after a gain of maybe 2.5, 3 yards. We'll call it 2nd down and 7. That was number 2 on the rush, Nolan Bryant. Give him 3 yards, 2nd down and 7. Number 22, Jeremiah Kirkland on the field, and then Cole Higbee is the quarterback. They're the featured backs and receivers. They've also got number 8 out there, Sterling Dixon as a wide receiver, and on the far side of the field, number 5, Josh Nobles. I formation, back to pass. Higbee going to look out, throws, completes the pass. That is complete to Josh Nobles. Nobles hit immediately by A.J. Keene. They give him forward progress for maybe a yard or 2. Let's give him 2 yards to the Landmark 47. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 4 for Landmark. Actually, number 14 is in the game of quarterback. It's actually Stockton McGuire. So my misfortune there to have his name wrong, but McGuire played a lot in that game against Calvary at the beginning of the season. Here's Jeremiah Kirkland getting his first carry of the night. He's got a 1st down across midfield and into Calvary territory before he's wrapped up by the safety, Stephon Williamson. They mark him down at the 48, 1st and 10 Landmark as they move the chains on Kirkland's first carry of the night. I imagine we'll see a lot of Kirkland. Clock is on the move early, 10.5 to go, first half.
Stacked up by a host of Cavaliers. 1st and 10 Landmark.
So give Kirkland about 7 yards on his first carry. Handoff, here he goes Kirkland. He's got a big hole, 1st down. Quick burst of speed inside the Calvary 40 down to the 36. Again, the secondary has to make the stop. That is number 8, A.J. Keene. Gain of 11. 1st and 10, as we said, for Landmark. Calvary's got a makeshift defensive line out there. Mylan Richard, the junior, getting a start at defensive end to replace, of course, Luke Stroud, who's not on the lineup. Micah Colbreth, who has had a good year at defensive end, has had to move back to a linebacker position. Calvary shuffling linebackers as they're going to run a toss sweep to the near side. Kirkland cuts back, runs right into the middle of the field, and Matt Sauce pushed back after maybe forward progress down to the 35. So that will be a gain of 1, maybe 2. We'll call it 2nd down and 9. Matt Sauce met him right as he crossed the line of scrimmage. So 2nd down upcoming for Landmark. As we said, we'll probably see a lot of Kirkland. Trying to soften up the middle and then maybe try to set in some throws. Got a slot here to the near side. Calvary having a little bit of trouble shifting it. Going to run the counter play. Kirkland in the middle, stacked up. Ran into Mylan Richard and Justin James as he tried the counter, then had to try to cut it back. Kirkland brought down at the 33. That is just a gain of 1. 3rd down and 8 coming up for Kirkland. So already a 3rd and long situation. They faced 3rd and medium earlier in this drive, and they got forward progress on a 1st down for Kirkland. See what they do here. They're going to go out the shotgun, 4 receivers, kind of a similar thing to Calvary. They're going to run the handoff up the middle to Kirkland. He's very close to a 1st down as they're going to mark him down at the 26. It'll depend upon the spot. We'll call it a gain of 8. As we said, it depends upon the spot. They're going to mark it 4th down, 4th and short. So a decision here early as the first kind of big defensive play of the game coming up here. 4th down and less than a yard for Landmark. Clock is on the move, 8 minutes, 19 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Going to run a power set, 3 backs in the backfield. Calvary has 8 men on the line. Handoff Kirkland, and we had flags at the snap. I believe that Landmark moved early. They did. That'll be a false start. We'll bring up 4th down and 6 after the penalty. And now is some decision time for the Landmark coach, Wayne Brantley. Put the football back to the 31-yard line. They're going to switch personnel. They are still going to go for it, it looks like. So see what Calvary's defense can dial up here. Big play after the first penalty. Clock is under 8 minutes to go, first quarter. 4th down in a long 5 for Landmark. And again, movement. Movement on the interior line. I believe that was the right guard that moved, number 52. Titus Kramer moved. That's going to back him up again, 4th down and 10, and I believe that Landmark will have to punt now. It was 4th and less than a yard, to now 4th down and 10 after 2 straight false start penalties. They still have the offense out there, though. They have to get it down inside the Calvary 25-yard line for a first. Landmark in the first half wearing their white jerseys and gold pants and helmets, moving towards the east. Shotgun, back to pass. Andre Wilson coming on, throws it, completes it, but short of the first down. Calvary's defense holds as Nobles made the catch. But the defense gives up 8 yards, and that will end the drive. Calvary will take over 1st down and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Good job there by the Calvary defense. McGuire is early 2 for 2 with 2 completions. Those penalties were huge. So here comes Jay Clemens leading his team out there. Kind of got a different set. They're going to have 2 backs in the backfield, almost a pistol formation. You've got number 8, A.J. Keene in the game, along with Calvary's Derek Kirkland. Handoff goes to Kirkland. Actually, it's fake. Clemens keeps it. He ran into A.J. Keene. Ball is fumbled, and I believe Landmark got it. There was a pile up inside. Clemens lost the football, and Landmark picks it up at the 28, and they'll get the football right back. So Calvary fumbles on their first offensive play, and the defense is going to have to come right back onto the field. Football will be at the 27-yard line, 1st down and 10. Kirkland gets the handoff, has a big hole, bounces outside, he's going to score. They had the power offense in there. There is a penalty on the ground. It may be an illegal hands to the face against Calvary. I believe Kirkland's going to get in the end zone, though they're talking about it. I believe it's actually, no, I think it's going to be a penalty against Landmark. We'll wait and see. The referee will call personal foul against Landmark, and that's going to back him up 15 yards. So what was a touchdown for Jeremiah Kirkland will be erased on a penalty. They had everybody up on the line on that power formation.
Personal foul on the Eagles.
So Kirkland's touchdown for the moment has been erased. And after the penalty, that's going to back him up 15 yards from the line of scrimmage all the way back to the Calvary 39. So to bring up first down, and 25 or so, yes.
15 yards back from the foul.
So 1st and long for Landmark. That's maybe what Calvary needed to try to get past that penalty. McGuire back, looking out, completes it to Nobles. He's hit immediately at the 35-yard line, a 4-yard gain, as that was number 8, A.J. Keene, to make the stop. That looks like Stockton McGuire's favorite receiver. So he gained 4 there. We'll bring up 2nd down, and we'll call it about 19.
About 5. It'll be 2nd down and about 15.
Given they have to get it down to the 16.5-yard line for a first. Shotgun. Put a man in motion. And some movement on the inside. Calvary says that the center move is going to depend upon the referee. The referee here on this side is calling the offsides. Justin James jumped into the neutral zone when he saw the center move. That is 3 false start penalties early in the game against Landmark. And that's going to move him back to where they scrimmaged from just a moment ago, back to the 40. So again, it's 2nd down, and we'll call it 23 after the penalty. Shotgun, slot to the left and the right. The formation we're used to Calvary being in. Put a man in motion, and again, false start. The right offensive tackle moved for Landmark. Number 77, Brooks Austin. That is 4 false start penalties against Landmark. Move the ball back to the 44. So Math Genius, it's going to be second down and 24, or no, 28, I believe. Second and long, we'll call it, certainly. Clock is moving, 6 minutes, 10 seconds. What an adventure we've had early on. Again, shotgun for McGuire. Kirkland stands to his right. Same play, move the man in motion, going to run the handoff. Kirkland bounces outside, breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2 tackles, gets outside and knocked out of bounds at the 36.5-yard line. He gained about 6 yards on the play. So third down and very long upcoming. That's already 6 rushes in the first quarter for Jeremiah Kirkland. He's a workhorse. Second down at about 20 for Landmark. 5.5 to go first quarter. Calvary's run 1 play. They fumbled it.
Third down and 21. Ball on the 37 of Calvary.
Third and long. Calvary's defensive line are Richard, Andre Wilson, Justin James, and Chandler Bennett. Line shifts. Kirkland gets the handoff, looking inside, breaks a couple tackles. Reagan Jones brings him down after a gain of 10 yards. And I believe there's going to be a face mask against Calvary.
Stop by 3, Reagan Jones.
We'll wait and see the call.
Penalty on the play.
I'm not sure. The flag came in by the umpire. It's going to be a 5-yard face mask against Calvary. So added on to the end of the run will bring the football down to, let's see, it's just a 5-yard down to the 20. The big thing, though,
Penalty on the Cavaliers.
the big thing, though, is that we'll repeat the down. So it brings up third down and 4. So they got the forward progress and then the face mask penalty. It was a gain of 11. So third down and 4 instead of fourth down and 9. I formation. Timeout called by Landmark with 4 minutes, 44 seconds to go in the first quarter. Big third down play here coming. Calvary has dodged a couple bullets here early on, but that was a big penalty there against Calvary, that 5-yard face mask. It didn't seem like it'd be a big penalty, but on a face mask, you do get to replay the down, and because of that, it went from what would have been a fourth down at about 9 to a third down and 4, which we see right now. Landmark got the opening kickoff, of course, drove the ball inside the Calvary 30. Then a couple of big penalties made them have to go for it on fourth down. They were stopped short on a pass play. Calvary ran 1 offensive play, looked a little bit out of sorts, and Jay Clemens fumbled it. But then Landmark scored what looked to be a touchdown on the very next play, had a personal foul penalty, then 2 false start penalties. But the running of Jeremiah Kirkland and the face mask penalty against Calvary has given them a third and manageable. They have to get the ball down inside the Calvary 17.5-yard line for a first. Definitely, I would think, is 2 down territory here for Landmark. Kirkland, remember, only played the first half against Calvary back in August. So Calvary is having to account for his speed and quickness. And he's got speed, which I would compare to perhaps Jalen Myrick of Savannah Christian. Well, here we go. Third down, I formation. Just a straight handoff. Kirkland dives inside the 15. He'll have a first down. As a good job by Landmark's offensive line to push Kirkland forward. He got 5 yards and a first down for Landmark. It'll be first down and 10 for the War Eagles from the 16. 4.5 to go here in the first quarter of play. Calvary's defense going to have to try to bow up here. Bend but don't break. See if they can get a turnover of their own. Going to put Kirkland in motion. Hand off to the fullback, and he's stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. Forward progress maybe inside the 15. I believe that was Justin James that made the stop inside. That time it was number 47 on the rush for Landmark, William Higbee, a junior. We'll give him a yard. 2nd down and 9 for the War Eagles. They're inside the Calvary 15-yard line. 2nd down. Power formation. This is what they scored the touchdown on a few moments ago. They're going to run the same play, but to the left. Kirkland gets stacked up down around the 9. A gain of 5. Let's see, they're going to mark him at the 9, so it'll bring up 3rd down and 4 for Landmark. This may be Jeremiah Kirkland territory again. In case you were wondering, Kirkland on the season, as we said, over 1,500 yards. McGuire throws the ball short, looking for Nobles. Nobles was well covered on that play by A.J. Keene. That's kind of his favorite play. But now it's 4th down and 4. Again, Landmark can afford to go for it, even if they don't make it. Though they are, looks like they are running on the field goal kicker, I think. That's number 6. Ben Baggett, perhaps? No, number... McGuire is also the kicker, so Stockton McGuire is the quarterback and the kicker. From here, this would be a 29-yard kick. Snap on the way, kick is up, plenty of distance, and it is good. So Calvary's defense does hold them to 3 points. All told, everything that's happened in the first 9 minutes of this game, I believe Calvary has to feel good about only giving up 3 points. 29-yard field goal, actually 39-yard field goal for Landmark. It's 29, I was right the first time. 29-yard field goal for Landmark is giving them the lead here early, 3-0. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here on the Calvary Sports Network.
Curry's Dry Cleaning, First Chatham Bank, Granger Honda Nissan, Specialty Sports, PGA Outsourcing, John Davis Florist, Air Services and Refrigeration Specialties, Checkers, Marco's Pizza, Team Nike, Lane Lee Trucking, West Rehab, Coca-Cola, Chatham Orthopedic Associations with Dr. Dow Hoffman, and Memorial Sports One, the official athletic trainer and provider of Calvary Athletics.
So McGuire to kick off. You have to watch Landmark. They burned Calvary quite a few times last year on onside kicks. That's why Calvary has a good hands team up around midfield. They have Luke White. They have Mylan Richard, Micah Colbreth, among others. Stephon Williamson, A.J. Keene, and Reagan Jones back deep. The second line, you have Khalid Hughes, and you have Ryan Jennings and Marcus Elton. McGuire is lining up as if he's going to kick it deep. And he's going to kick it that short kick. It's kind of in no man's land. Ball is on the ground, picked up by Reagan Jones as Calvary had 2 players run into it. Jones still on his feet across the 25 to the 26. It'll be 1st and 10 there for Calvary. So Calvary looks a little bit discombobulated right now. They need to try to get their sea legs under them and see if they can get an offensive series going here in a positive direction. 1st down and 10 from just across the 25-yard lines. Less than 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play. It'll be a shotgun. They're going to run trips to the left. Single receivers, Khalid Hughes to the right. Derek Kirkland stands next to the shotgun, Jay Clements. Hands off to Kirkland. Outside with a block. 5 quick yards across the 30 to the 31. On Kirkland's first carry of the night. Give him 6 yards on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 4. Calvary's got to get the ball across the 35-yard line. 2.5 to go first quarter. It seemed to have gone extremely quickly because of Landmark's number of plays that they ran. Calvary's third offensive play, keeper for Clements. Runs into number 47, William Higbee in the backfield, and Clements is going to lose a yard back to the 29. So Clements will bring, and that loss of play will bring up 3rd down and 6 for Calvary. They face a 3rd and long for the first time tonight. Calvary wants to try to keep a drive going here because they don't want to give the ball right back. Long time getting this play call in from the sidelines. Clock moving, 1:40. Clements back to pass, looking, going deep, one-on-one coverage for Kalik Hughes. Ball is intercepted, I believe, or they're going to mark him out of bounds. They are going to say it was intercepted at the 39-yard line, as Corey Martin here has joined me fresh from Interstate 16, where I was a little bit earlier today, as Clements' pass is intercepted. And Landmark will get the ball back at their own 38-yard line, perhaps as good as a punt. But not the way Calvary wanted to start. With 1:29, already trailing 3-0, ball right back into the hands of the War Eagles of Landmark. Game beginning to feel a little bit eerily similar to what we saw last year. That was Ethan Sewell, rather, who came away with that. Here's Jeremiah Kirkland on 1st down, getting the carry. Good, tough running inside. He's across the 40. They'll mark him at the 42 after a gain of maybe 3 or 4 yards. Micah Colbert brought him down. Actually, they're going to give him forward progress. Yeah, 3-yard gain. It's called 2nd and 7.
15, Michael Culbreth in on the tackle for the Cavaliers.
So clock down, under a minute to go in the first quarter. Offset I, 2 receivers. McGuire going to run the toss sweep. Kirkland with a couple of blockers in front, has to cut back. 1st down across midfield and brought down at the Calvary 46.
Ball carried by Kirkland.
Gain of 11, maybe 12 yards on the play. Kirkland
Tackled by 27, Tyrone Riley.
now has 12 carries in the first quarter of play, and another 1st down for Landmark. Their 4th of the first quarter of play. Under a minute to go, 36 seconds as a matter of fact. 1st down and 10 Landmark. They're at the 36. And I believe somebody is going to call a timeout. We may have an equipment issue right in the middle. I believe that is Matt Sauce that, had an equipment malfunction, got it figured out. Looks like he had a piece of turf stuck in his face mask. Handoff Kirkland on the counter. A.J. Keene grabs him after bringing him down at the 42. Let's give him 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7.
Looks like Landmark's really running the ball tough tonight. I know I just got here, but they're blocking well and really moving the pile even after initial contact.
You're exactly right. As the first quarter will come to a close, it was all Landmark in time of possession, in number of plays run, and on the scoreboard. Though Calvary has to feel lucky. After 12 minutes of play, they only trail in the game to Landmark 3-0. So the Landmark War Eagles have the football back. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here on the Calvary Sports Network. Glad to have Corey Martin joining us here. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Corey.
Thank you, sir. It's been a crazy day today. Drove back from Atlanta this afternoon. Got back about 25, 30 minutes ago and headed straight up here to Calvary. So Coach Griffin shot me a text on the way back, said he needed a color guy, so trying to get back as quick as I could. So,
we made the trip in from Athens this afternoon, and we'll be heading right back to go to the Georgia game tomorrow.
Nice. You guys heading out in the morning, I assume?
Nope, going right out, leaving
after
leaving
the game. That's how it's done right there. Brings back the old college days.
That's right.
A little late night drive.
Hopefully Mrs. Evans will be there to keep me awake.
Yes, preferably, yes.
Well, for the first time in the night, the chains will move across to the west side of actually the south side of the stadium towards Tippin Gymnasium. And it's not because of Calvary getting forward progress. It's Landmark getting the ball now. 2nd down and 7. It's been the Jeremiah Kirkland show. 12 fresh minutes are back on the clock. 2nd down and 7 as we begin the second quarter. I formation. Going to be a keeper for McGuire. A couple blockers in front. Calvary does a good job of stringing it out.
It's like a hold.
Yeah, a holding penalty going to be called right at the line of scrimmage as McGuire is brought down for a gain of 3, down to the 39, but the holding penalty will back them up. Chandler Bennett made the stop, but they're going to bring him back after the hold.
Tell you what, this is a tough draw in the first round.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people thought that, you know, with us being a better seed, it was going to bode well for us. But this is a really tough team to draw the first round, especially always tough to beat someone twice.
Yep.
Very, very difficult to play someone for the second time in a season. And especially what scared me is we've just got so many bodies that are down, you know, so many guys that are out this evening, and that really hurts us depth-wise and just experience, some seniors and things like that.
Yep, without Hunter Sherwood, who's recovering from an injury, and, of course, Luke Stroud. Setting up the screen, Kirkland makes the catch off balance, got most of the yardage back on the screen play to the back to the 45. He got 8 yards or so we bring up 3rd down and 9.
Absolutely incredible catch there. That was a one-handed grab on a pretty hot pass there from the quarterback.
And Mylan Richard kind of got sucked in. He wanted to put pressure on the quarterback to get him to throw the ball, but he also wanted to stay with Kirkland. So.
Kind of hung out in no man's land there, got caught in the middle.
Mylan
Actually got up there and almost tipped the pass. Would have been effective if he had kind of knocked it down, but it went right through his hands.
3rd down and 9. See if Calvary can put some pressure on. Over the middle, wide open, complete. Kirkland found a hole in the Calvary secondary, makes the catch at the 20, and is brought down at the 15, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Landmark.
Seems like they are definitely going to go through Kirkland tonight. From what I've seen, you know, the limited time I've been here, I don't think they've given it to anybody else other than the QB keeper. It's gone to Kirkland pretty much every time.
29 yards on the play. 1st down and 10 for Landmark. Calvary's defense going to have to try to bow up inside the 20 again.
If we can hold them to 3 here, it'd be nice.
McGuire's already made a 29-yarder. Power formation, handoff Kirkland, bounces it inside.
Just running hard.
Yep. Forward progress down to the 11, a gain of 4.
Just getting a lot of push from that line, and then even after we make initial contact, guys coming in and pushing from behind and really giving them a few extra yards.
So 2nd down and 6. Calvary running players in and on and off as Trip Pearson comes into the game to play offensive line. 2nd down at about 6 for the Landmark Christian War Eagles.
Might have to get some pressure here off the edge. We're not setting the edge too well there, and they're able to kind of get up in there.
Going to put a man in motion. It'll be an offset eye in the backfield. That's Nobles going out. Handoff Kirkland. Bounces outside. Has a lot of running room. 1st down and more. Carries the pile down to the 3, maybe even the 2. Or it'll be 1st and goal for Landmark. They're going to mark him down at the 2-yard line. Got 6 yards on that play.
Along the right side, inside the 5-yard line.
Clock is under 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. And Landmark is using the legs of their powerful junior running back.
I'll tell you what, they're really being physical up front, too. We're just going to have to make a decision to be more physical than they are up front. We're getting pushed around a little bit on the defensive line.
Again, power on the toss. Kirkland. Good second effort, but he's brought down after maybe only a yard down to the 1. He was trying to get outside. Calvary had the edges sealed that time, but he was able to use that power that he has to cut back inside.
Looks like Derek Kirkland actually got into the backfield quickly there for us and forced him to cut it up back inside where Matt Sauce was waiting on him there and made the tackle on it. Looks like, what, about the 1?
Yep, 1.5-yard line maybe. Going with the power again. Kirkland.
Ooh, I don't know that he got it.
He went up.
Got hit pretty good by Tyrone Riley there.
For some reason, they said the ball came out, and Calvary's got it. Kirkland left his feet early. The ball came loose, and Calvary came up with the football.
That was a huge hit by Tyrone Riley. Our sophomore safety there came up And as soon as he left his feet, just popped him, which is, I tell you what, especially in high school, college, really any level, I saw it this weekend even, if you leave your feet there by the goal line, you better make sure that you're getting in. Otherwise, if you get popped, that ball security is definitely in question there.
Long field for Calvary, but at least they kept him out of the end zone.
Huge stop for the moment. Big momentum. If we can make something happen here, that will be a huge play in the game.
Shotgun. Clements, no, now he comes up under center. Keeps it himself, has some running room.
It's good just to get us out from our own end zone a little bit.
Yeah, he got out close to the 5. He got 2 yards in the play. That gives him back to no yards officially on the game.
That might be the first time I've seen us under center all year almost there.
Maybe only the 3rd or 4th time. Calvary has been scoring points early and often this year, at least
Very
in the
much
last
so.
5 or last
Very
4
much
games.
so.
Scoring over 48 points in 4 games in a row. Clements keeps it on the quarterback draw.
He's got to tuck that ball.
First down and more across the 15.
It looked like a little face mask there. They didn't call it.
But they did give forward progress to Jake out to the 16-yard line, a gain of 12 and a first down.
It's a big pickup.
Yep. That was one of the first times that Calvary's run the design quarterback draw all year long. They usually, of course, use Clements out of the read option.
That read option, yeah. Sent Kirkland out into the flats and sent everybody else. And so you really, if you're manned up there, there's nobody accounting for the quarterback.
A lot of pressure up the middle. Handoff faked.
Oof.
Clements keeps it. Dives across the 20.
There's a hole, but it closed up quickly there.
Number 2, Nolan Bryant made the stop after a gain of about 3.5 yards on the play. 8:09 to go here in the first half. Calvary trailing by 3, but it came up with a big stop. Shotgun, back to pass, Clements. Has time, looking, throwing over the middle, looking for Kalik Hughes, just overthrows him.
Oh, I think they're going to call a hold. He grabbed Kalik's jersey on the way by.
I believe number 32 grabbed his jersey, Ethan Sewell.
Clements pass intended for 26, Chris Glover.
I don't know if they're going to call pass interference or a hold.
Yeah, it's going to be first down automatically no matter what.
Penalties. That's 2 penalties in the last few minutes that have been huge. You know, Landmark got the hold earlier that took them back, you know, about 10 yards on their drive, and now a defensive penalty that's going to give us a first down and some yardage that will be huge here kind of as we move through this second quarter. About 7:52 left here in the second.
So football out to the 36-yard line, 1st and 10 Calvary. They've at least getting close to flipping the field.
Which is huge, especially at a 3-0 game. This is a very big possession. That turnover could prove to be very costly.
Oh, nice move there by Derek Kirkland to make something out of nothing.
Running hard, yeah.
Hard running as he ran into Bryant at the 39-yard line. But a gain of 3 for Kirkland.
Derek Kirkland carries the ball.
I tell you what, 3.5 yards, I'll take that pretty much every time if we're able to get that.
2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard gain. 7.5 to go here in the first half of play. We're already in the second quarter. Been a lot of running.
Stop made by 33.
2nd down. 4 receivers. Clements back, rolling. He's in trouble. Needs a couple blocks. Needs to beat one man. Bryant. Oh, good job of Bryant grabbing the foot of Clements and bringing him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. But Clements, perhaps against a lesser team this year, fakes that.
Makes that one guy miss, very much so.
But a good job of Nolan Bryant.
Great open field tackle there.
He stayed patient and kept Clements inside.
Honestly, I did think he was going to make him miss, to be honest. That's what we've done almost all year long.
Micah Colbert has checked in the game.
New look here.
Maybe to add as an extra blocker. Clements back.
Draw.
Wide open up the middle. First down. Clements into Landmark territory.
That draw is killing him.
That design quarterback draw. Got 13 yards and a first down for the Cavaliers.
They have to account for those 2 backs going out in the flats. You don't have much of an option. Those 2 outside backers have to at least take a step or 2 to the outside flats, and it gives you so much open space there in the middle.
Football is at the 47-yard line. 6:24 to go.
I'll tell you what, the Landmark fans have really traveled well here
Yes,
tonight.
they have. It's first down and 8 for some reason. The chains have not been
It
fixed.
hasn't been fixed, yeah. I'll take first down and 8, though.
I'm not exactly sure what the chain crew is doing here.
Still holding it there. Oh, now we're
they're
making an
the
adjustment.
adjustment. Going to run with those two receivers. Handoff goes to A.J. Keene. Wow, Keene bouncing around, got positive yardage near the 46.5, maybe 45-yard line. Let's give him 2. We're getting closer to Christmas. We'll give him 2 yards.
Yeah. Holiday spirit, it's always a good thing.
Second down and a long 8.
I'll take some holiday spirit from the refs, too. That'd be nice.
5:39 to go here in the second quarter. Calvary, if they can get points on the board here, will feel good. This is potentially a 98-yard drive. So
huge.
This is kind of a season definer to kind of turn the tide in this game. Going to run a speed sweep outside.
Great block by Kirkland if he can hold
gets
it.
the block.
Big hit by the safety there.
But it looks like a little bit of hesitation there from A.J. Keene before he turned it upfield.
Maybe try and make a move upfield, yeah.
They did give him forward progress for maybe 2 yards. So we'll call it third down and 7.
Keene on the sweep.
Well, jet sweep.
Yep. Kirkland got the
Great
block,
initial block, yeah.
but Keene did not pull the ball up the field. He was a little tentative.
Maybe could have cut it right up off Derek to the inside. That guy was coming hard to the outside. Looks like their outside cornerback over there, number 25 for Landmark, made a big hit there.
Third down and long for Calvary. They have to get it inside the Landmark 36. Got to put Kirkland out. He is on the move. Clement's back.
He's open there in the middle.
They actually set up the screen to Keene and completed it for maybe 3 yards.
We're going to punt it. I thought we may be in 4-down territory right there. But
they're going to bring on the punter. Football is at the 42-yard line. 4th down and 5.
Gain of a couple brings up 4th down and 5.
They got it first.
4th down and 5.
Definitely flip some field position potentially here.
Crowd wanting Calvary to go for it. Not getting the desire, though. Chandler Bennett into punt. Great punt. Got it away. He's going to bounce.
Get down.
At the 1 and into the end zone.
A couple yards there could have been huge.
Yep. So touchback will put the football out to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for Landmark with 3:44 to go.
Still a good flip of the field there, though, for us. And a huge turnover. You're talking about possible 7 points there and come away with 0.
Net punt of 18 yards. 38-yard punt, but a net of 18.
25 for us.
Single setback is Kirkland behind quarterback McGuire. He gets the handoff on 1st down. He got a couple of yards up to the 22 before he's brought down in the middle. That was Tyrone Riley to make the stop. So 2nd down and 9 after the 1-yard run. 3:25 to go. Clock is moving. We're in the second quarter. It's 3-0 Landmark.
Ball on the Landmark 31.
3 minutes, 11 seconds. Oh, yeah, good point out that we have a new linebacker in the middle. That is freshman Brent Sanders. Here's a sweep outside. Kirkland, 1st down for Landmark across the 30 out to the 32.
I don't know who Spotty is in there for. Might be. No, Matt Sauce is still out there, so I don't know who he's got.
I think he's in there for Micah Colbreth.
Ah, yeah. That looks like Micah's still in there, too.
So he must be in there for that extra.
Outside backer, just an extra outside backer.
Justin James came off gingerly over to the sideline, get a breather.
Maybe bringing in some extra backers to help against the run.
Yeah, Calvary has moved to 3, almost 4. Now they're down to 4 down linemen.
We've moved Micah back down to DN. That's it.
Shotgun for the pass complete on the bubble screen. That's complete to the fullback, or rather the tight end. That's number 81, Will Walters. Walters makes the catch. He's across the 45 up to the 47, a gain of 13. That is something that they ran quite a bit earlier in the season. I know we saw it when we played there at Landmark.
Definitely
Walters
with some
making
success.
Some catches.
That's a tough play to defend in high school, especially if you get an initial block from that first wide receiver on that outside corner.
Shotgun, back to pass McGuire. Calvary getting the blitz. Ball tipped
Oh, it's up in the air.
And incomplete. Ball was tipped. I believe that was
Might have been Micah Colbreth, yeah.
Got his hands on that. Clock will stop at 2 minutes, 18 seconds. Second down and 10 after the incompletion.
Back in his DN spot, definitely a lot more comfortable there.
Yeah.
I think he's seen a lot of playing time there. He's played backer for us, I think his junior year and a little bit his sophomore year, but played DN primarily the entire season this year, so back kind of to a comfortable spot for him. So a lot of trust and faith in that freshman 25, Brent Sanders, for us, shown here by defense coordinator Coach Keith.
Outside, off tackle, handoff, Kirkland, first down. He's a very tough load to bring down. He's all the way down to the Calvary 40. That is a gain of 12 more yards. First down for Landmark with 2:11. Calvary again going to have to try to stop him.
Ball carried by Kirkland once again. Stopped by 17, Chandler Bennett. Pickup of 13. That's enough for Eagle first down.
I formation. Two receivers to the right. Kirkland, handoff, went off to the right guard. Kept those legs churning. He got 9.
Running
all
tough.
the way down to the 32.
Kirkland stopped by Sauce.
Second down and short after Matt Sauce made the tackle. 2 timeouts still remaining for Landmark. Clock down to 1:20. Again, Calvary would be overjoyed if they could hold him to.
Yeah, if we can go, I
3
think if we
points.
go into half 3-0, it's a huge victory for us. As much pressure as they've kind of put on us inside the red zone.
Calvary showing run blitz. Faked it. Here's Nobles. Gets a block. Nobles breaks
A lot
one
of help.
tackle,
Brent Sanders held him right there. That was good.
Yep, Brent Sanders will make the stop. Short of a first down. The clock is down to 1:10.
Got to have to use a timeout, I think.
Yeah, Landmark uses the timeout, their second timeout of the half. That was 1 yard gain to bring up 3rd and 1 with 1 minute, 10 seconds remaining in the first half of play. We're so glad you've joined us here in the GHSA playoffs. Class A private has gone from a 32-team playoffs with public and private down to 16 private only. Calvary got the number 5 draw, and as it worked out, 12 was Landmark. A very tough draw, I think.
It's a very tough
tougher
draw.
first-round draws for Calvary, as Landmark has played so well since losing 2 games early in the season.
Very much so. I mean, other than their loss, I guess it was last week to Eagles Landing. But I tell you what, Eagles Landing is kind of in a class of its own, I think, this year.
Yep.
And so you can't really look at that loss like you can maybe some other losses to other competition. But
exactly.
Like I said earlier, I just think this is a very tough draw. Not only is it a tough draw just because Landmark's a very tough team, very physical team up front, but it's a tough draw having to play somebody for the second time. That's always difficult, especially at the high school level.
Trying to keep the intensity up after an off week, trying to plug guys into holes where they haven't played before.
Yeah, we're down a couple bodies, and we really haven't been tested as of late, to be honest.
70 seconds to go in the half. 3rd down and short. Kirkland, first down. Huge hole up the middle. He's all the way down to the 10. It would have been much better if Calvary could have held him to short yardage and a first down, but as it is, he got
clock stopped on a first
18
down.
18 yards and a first down.
It's going to be huge here again. Got to come up with a big stop. Hold him to a field goal here would be nice.
That's the 21st run of the first half for Kirkland.
Going to go right back to him up the middle.
Squeezes inside the 10 down to the 6.
Brent Sanders in there on another tackle.
Yep, they can't get a first down without scoring. That was a gain of 5.
Clock running down to 42 seconds. They're trying to hustle the play in.
They have 1 timeout remaining. I formation, 2 receivers. Calvary needs to try to pinch the middle. Handoff Kirkland, bounces outside.
He's got to get a stop.
First down.
He may be in. Yeah,
touchdown.
He's in.
Touchdown with 29 seconds remaining. Kirkland in from 6.5 yards out. 23 rushes, a touchdown, probably close to 120 yards or so for Kirkland.
Tell you what, 23 rushes in the first half. Definitely going to have to key him a lot come second half. which I'm sure we already are, but he's been difficult to stop. Getting a lot of push up front.
Yep, Stockton McGuire to kick to make it a 10-point game. Snap, hold, kick on the way. It is up and is good. So Calvary's got 30 seconds and 3 timeouts. See what they try to do.
So what, they got a kicker that's got a pretty strong leg, it looks like, too. First field goal that he got was good from a pretty good distance. When I was walking in, he was kicking the field goal. It looked like it was good from a good ways.
Makes it 10-0. The Landmark Christian War Eagles over Calvary.
We've been in this spot before, though, you know, played Landmark early in the season. I believe it was, what, 21-0 at half, I want to say?
21-0, yep.
Scores from around the state. George Walton Academy 14, Aquinas 12. Eagles Landing 21, Our Lady of Mercy 7. ECI 34, Gordon Lee nothing.
About to find out what we're made of here, you know, 10-0 down in the first half.
Christian 28.
So this will be a big game.
Innocence 3 at the half.
It's just very interesting the way the brackets work out.
Savannah Christian up big on Holy Innocents there. I heard 28-3. They have a not too bad first-round draw, I don't think, but they definitely got on a difficult side of the bracket, having to match up with Eagles Landing at their place next week if both of those teams win, which sounds like they will.
So we'll see what happens here with McGuire kicking off. Does that run up, lets him go, and kicks off. Ryan Jennings calling the fair catch and makes it at the 37-yard line with 27 seconds to go. So Calvary can try and
make a push here.
A couple of plays down the field, see if they can get something magical to happen. Have all 3 timeouts. Might as well try something.
Certainly give it a shot. I mean, you can loft it up there and see what happens. We've had some guys come down with some pretty big balls earlier in the year. I mean, as far as Khalik's gone up, made a few catches, Jordan Walker, those guys, so might as well give them a shot.
Shotgun. Clements just going to hand off to Derek Kirkland, though. He's in trouble behind the line of scrimmage.
Goes forward for a few.
Timeout called for Calvary. It was 17 and a half seconds to go after a gain of 4 for Kirkland.
Timeout, Calvary.
So it'll bring up second down and 6. And 18 seconds to go. For Calvary, they got 2 timeouts remaining. Hope you're enjoying a little holiday football. It's been football
about all week long.
Yeah.
That's right, about all week long. Continues tomorrow with some big games. Old Tech and the Dogs going at it, noon, and then you got Florida State. It's a big showdown this weekend. Florida State, Clemson, and South Carolina, I believe, at 7.
Iron Bowl also at 3:30.
Yep. Got Alabama, Auburn, which probably won't be too much of a game, but we'll see if Auburn can, surprise a few people.
And Notre Dame, USC.
Yeah, it's a huge game as far as the national championship picture. How that's going to unfold. We'll see how the BCS treats it.
Yes.
Always interesting to see what happens with that.
But here we got a true playoff system. See if Calvary can come through. Third down. Or second down, rather. Clements rolls, looking down the field. Looking for Khalid Hughes. Hughes ran into the receiver. The clock will stop with 11 seconds to go. I believe that's Clements saw Hughes, and Hughes had a step. I believe that's who he can go for if he wants.
I was shocked, actually, to see with this bit of time left, to see him possibly breaking open with a step is pretty unbelievable. You'd think they'd have somebody back just making sure that nobody gets behind them whatsoever. It's going to be tough to take another shot here. Gleek's got to get his energy, get his feet back underneath him, and make a run.
Third down. Clements going to keep it. Going to be short of the first down.
Still got some time if we want to take a shot.
And I believe
he's just going to let it run out.
Calvary's going to let time run out at the end of the first half. Gain of 3 for Clements. And we have reached halftime. Very good half of football for the Landmark Christian War Eagles. They lead 10-0 at the half. We'll pause for a few moments as halftime begins here on the Calvary Sports Network. Ten nothing Landmark leads at the half. Corey Martin and myself were talking at length during the first half of play about Jeremiah Kirkland. He has 156 yards officially on 24 carries and a touchdown. One big fumble, which kept him from perhaps being even more yardage, but he has been the key for Landmark, and he was a guy that did not play but one half in the first game in Atlanta at Fairburn back in August. Calvary, though, did come out and dominated the second half of play when we played there. So we'll see if Calvary can do the same thing, trying to come back and win this opening round of the playoffs. And again, just interesting the way the draw works out. Calvary, even though they were the highest-ranked non-region winner among all private school teams, matched up against a team like Landmark, who lost early in the season, and their playoff or their power rankings never really recovered. Also, the region in which they play is not as strong as some other ones, and that also has hurt Eagles Landing this year, which is why Eagles Landing is number 2 in the power rankings instead of Athens Academy. So it's just kind of interesting the way the power rankings worked out. And that's why Calvary's having to have such a tough first-round draw when people will look at the scores and see Savannah Christian winning, so big against Holy Innocents, a team which has a higher power ranking. Like I think they're number 10. I believe that's the 8-10 game, or the 7-10 game with Savannah Christian is 7, and Holy Innocents is 10. But there again, Holy Innocents does not play in the same region as Landmark. That's what I was saying. That Landmark and Eagles Landing's region were not as high in the power rankings,
which is shocking, to be honest. I mean, you got some quality teams in that group. I mean, actually, I think Eagles Landing matched up with Our Lady of Mercy. Is that right?
Right. Team
they actually are in the same region as well, I think.
Correct. And the team they whooped up on.
Yeah, 21-7 though. I mean, that's much closer than I anticipated it. You don't know how.
Might have been
how the game has gone, right? Yeah, I was about to say you don't know how the game's gone, but certainly closer than I would have anticipated, that's for sure. I mean, last week I think the Eagles Landing score was like, 45-0 with
43
Landmark?
Nothing, 43-0.
I think, yeah. And Landmark didn't get a first down until like the fourth quarter, I believe. So to see that Our Lady of Mercy's put up 7 already, you never know what happened, but kind of shocking to me. I'll tell you what, they've got two Eagles Landing has 2 great defensive ends. They've got 2 guys that are going to some big-name schools. One of them's a senior already committed to Notre Dame, a big-time prospect. And they've got a junior, actually, who they're saying is looking like he's going to commit to Alabama, actually. So, I mean, that's two big-time guys coming off the end there. They're both about 6'3", 6'4", and about 240 to 245. So that's some college-ready bodies already at the high school level. So pretty great defense.
Well, Calvary has come back once already this year against Landmark. Going to have to do it again here, down 2 scores. Calvary does get the football back to start the second half, which is big.
I think that first drive will be huge, like you said.
Calvary was able to move the ball in the second quarter. We're able to get inside the 25, though they decided to punt, did not get the punt down inside the 20. Which gave Landmark the position which they eventually were able to drive for the touchdown, which gave them the 10-point advantage where we are right now. So Calvary, not time to panic, though.
Oh, definitely not.
Certainly a lot of adjustments will have to be made at halftime. Trying to figure out how to get some more push up the middle. Kirkland
definitely
has the ability to jump outside of the tackles, but it seems like his preferred running lanes are going to be
up
between
the middle,
the tackles. Yeah. Downhill. More the Gurley type.
Right, much so.
The Marshall type.
Yes, very much so. I think if we can get it, that's what I said up really kind of throughout that first or the second quarter when I was here. They're just kind of out-physicaling us, to be honest. Up front is really where I've seen the difference. If we can be a little bit more physical at the point of attack, on the offensive and defensive side of the ball on both lines, I think that we will be in good shape. I think that if we're able to, run the ball effectively, we're going to be able to throw it effectively. And, definitely, like you said, no time to panic right now. Talking about a team, as you said, over the past 4 games, put up 48 points or more, 4 or 5 games. So we've got the ability to put up some points and to put them up quickly if we're able to execute. But it's just going to be about kind of at the point of attack, getting some push off the offensive line, opening up some holes. And then as we start to, make a few things happen, I think that really gets us rolling. And then our offensive line even tends to play better, I think. So if we can get some big plays, it'll be huge.
34 offensive plays in the first half for Landmark, only 13 for Calvary. That is a huge disparity.
It's a very big difference.
And you may remember, folks, if you were with us at the beginning of the year, Calvary only had 2 first downs the entire first half against Landmark before breaking out with big yardage in the second half.
Well, I think our stamina is what something that Coach Stroud's kind of pointed to all year, and I think that was the difference in that first meeting. Our stamina kind of outlasted them towards the end there, but the question is, now we're, 10, 11 weeks into the season. Has their stamina improved? Will we see that same advantage in the second half, or will we, see Landmark step up to that challenge, I guess?
Well, the winner of this game plays the winner of First Presbyterian Day and Brookstone. That game is taking place today in Columbus. Brookstone was in a 3-way tie after the end of regular season play in Region 4A. And out of the 3-way tie with Greenville and Marion, I believe, Marion County, they were the beneficiary of the region championship. So that moved them up from 9th in the power rankings to 4th, which is why Calvary went from 4 to 5, which is why Calvary is playing here today.
And then if we get the win, and they do, we'd have to make the travel trip
Columbus.
to Old Columbus this Friday coming up.
Certainly have to take care of business here tonight.
Yeah, we got to get through this week first, and that's what everybody was I felt like a lot of people were looking ahead to Columbus, looking ahead to Brookstone if they get the win. But, we got to fight here tonight. We got to kind of to pull one out here. But like I said, I think we're more than capable if we can execute and be physical. I think that we've definitely got the ability to put points on the board. We've seen that all year, so just going to be a matter of those guys coming out and executing.
So about 10 minutes before the second half gets underway, we're glad to have you with us. We're looking to be joined by Calvary's upper school principal, Dr. James Taylor. He is waiting in the wings, and he'll be joining us here on the air here in a moment. Halftime continues. 10-0 Landmark leads. This is the Calvary Sports Network. About 8 minutes to go before the second half gets underway. We're being joined by Calvary's upper school principal, assistant headmaster, James Taylor. Dr. James Taylor. I always forget to put that doctor in. Dr. Taylor, thank you so much for joining us here. Great atmosphere here in this holiday weekend. All the people coming back here to watch this first round of the playoff games. But it's been really an exciting time all year long at Calvary.
It's been a great season so far, Brian.
Well, talk a little bit about what the latest is with Calvary. We've talked so much about the sports side with the Calvary Sports Network this year, but also we've been covering a lot of our chapels as well, and really a great feeling on campus this year, and really feeling kind of a great camaraderie being built up among the student body.
We're pretty excited about where the school is right now, and really and truly where the school's going. Just to understand some of the challenges that we have been faced with, and to see how our teaching staff and our students have really risen to those challenges. I mean, we're really excited about where our scores are going. Last year, SAT scores in the 1200s, and just very excited about that. Excited to see the kids excited for being challenged academically, and that's something we hope to capitalize a lot more in the future, and to really work with the kids from that perspective. Brian, you mentioned it tonight too, but we focus a lot on the spiritual side, and that's really kind of the hallmark of who we are. And so we're excited coming up here real soon at the beginning of January. We always do something called Spiritual Emphasis Week, where just a lot of our staff members, a lot of our students get together and help plan just 1 week where we really just dedicate the whole morning to worship and to learning more about who God is in our lives and how that relationship is meant to be applied. And so this year we have just a great band that we hear on Air One all the time called Abandon. And so they're going to be our worship band. And then our speaker is Chad Poe, who a lot of our students, maybe even a lot of the listeners, have heard from through Fuge camps. Chad's a pretty renowned guy here in the Southeast. And so we're excited that God's doing a lot of great things here at Calvary.
Well, we are into our, I believe, 6th year in the new high school, which was such a huge step for Calvary to make in your 3rd year, I believe, here at the school. What has been the biggest benefits of making the move to a new high school building that we've seen?
Well, that building really is a game changer for us as a campus. It gave the opportunity for us to be able to promote technology in a brand new way, with 3 stationary labs, 3 mobile labs, computers and interactive boards in most of our classrooms. The interactive boards, computers, obviously in every classroom. And just to be able to see how that has changed the spectrum of education for the kids. Not only that, but, if you're in a facility that's as nice as that high school facility, kids are proud of it. Kids are proud to be able to keep it looking good, and they're proud to know that they're at a place that believes in them enough to invest that kind of money in them.
Well, I've always told people that one of the most special things about Calvary is that it doesn't matter what the enrollment numbers are or how big the classes are. There's always a very family atmosphere among the students and the teachers. You really don't. You get a dynamic which is to me, is very unusual for most secondary schools.
That was the thing that when I moved here almost 8 years ago, that was the thing that I heard from scores of folks. Just about everyone I talked to always talked about this idea of the Calvary family. And that has been something I have really enjoyed. It's really been a pleasure to be able to kind of mine what that means, and to see that there is a family atmosphere, that the folks that we're sitting in the stands with are our friends, that they're our friends and they're our family. And so it's exciting to be able to watch that. That's something that we hear about when kids are coming into our school, that they know that they haven't necessarily experienced that themselves. And they're excited to be able to do that. And this last year, we took a lot of new kids in the upper school, about 76 or 78, just brand new kids. And now, as we're going to be starting, or actually finishing up the second quarter, starting into the second semester after Christmas, it's always intriguing to watch those kids morph into being Calvary students.
Right.
That they've joined the family, and that's always pretty neat to see. This is kind of one of my favorite times of the year, where you see those kids who felt a little outside, and now they feel like they're part of the group. It's pretty exciting.
Well, and it's great to have the opportunity, and one of my favorite things about Calvary is the support that we get as a staff, and students being able to do extracurricular activities like the Calvary Sports Network, being able to kind of bring the story of Calvary to a people and an audience that normally wouldn't get it. And it's been very exciting, and I thank you from behalf of everybody that works at the Calvary Sports Network for your support and the support of the school.
Well, we love it, Brian, and I'll tell you, frankly, you're a perfect example of the fact of what I always say is that what we do is not just a job, it's a calling. And, if it's a job, you punch in and you punch out. But when it's a calling, it's part of your lifestyle. And frankly, Brian, you're a great example of that. We appreciate all you do and all the kids that you have working on your team, making the athletic program special through calling the games.
Well, thank you very much. And fans, we will be visiting with Dr. Taylor Moore as in the very near future. His responsibilities will be being escalated, and I know he's very excited about all those opportunities, and we'll have the opportunity to talk about that and the direction of the school as we move forward with the Calvary Sports Network this year. Dr. Taylor, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much, Brian. Appreciate it.
Teams are coming out to warm up here to begin the second half. And, Corey, it's very important for Calvary to try to get some type of positive momentum to begin the second half of play. They have to, not necessarily score points, but they have to at least flip the field, get something big to happen to try to recapture the momentum that they lost after having to punt late in the half.
Definitely. I think that not only the first drive as we get the ball, to start the half will be big, but it's like we tell our basketball team, really the first 5 minutes of each game and the first 5 minutes of either the second half are huge for the rest of the game. They really set the tone as to how the rest of the game is going to unfold. If we can come out, in the first 5 minutes, be extremely physical and just kind of really take it to landmark a little bit, I think it sets the tone of, hey, we're going to be here for the rest of the game. It's going to be a fight, if you're going to take this one out. So I think that first 5 minutes, of each half, the beginning of the game is just absolutely crucial. So as we get the ball, the first drive will be big, and just the first 5 minutes, if we don't make something happen offensively, that's okay. If we can step up, make a huge stop defensively, it's just going to be those first few minutes that I think kind of help unfold the rest of the game.
It'll be very interesting to see the adjustments that defensive coordinator Bud Keith tries to make, trying to figure out a way to slow down Jeremiah Kirkland. You really didn't get the feeling that Landmark is going to dazzle you with any other type of offensive set.
No, definitely not. I didn't think that they really showed us that they're going to sit up and just spread it out and just run the field and run and gun and just pass it and, let it loose against us. I think they're content to try and just dominate the game from the line of scrimmage, count on their, kicking team to make field goals, to kick off well, to put us in shaky situations, and just rely on kind of what they do best, just be physical, play good defense, make good tackles, and just kind of get after it a little bit. But I agree with you. No, I mean, we didn't see any, out of the ordinary formations or anything like that. They really just, lined it up and said, hey, you're going to have to stop us as we bring it at you.
We have seen a progression continue during the Mark Stroud era. But seeing the team improve results-wise as well as competing-wise from 2 years ago, that first 10-2 season, winning the region, to hosting the first round of the playoffs and falling to Miller County. Last year, winning the first round, but falling to Landmark, so the round of 16. Here, this is the opportunity to move beyond the round of 16 to the quarterfinals. Can Calvary continue that progression, which has been a part of the Mark Stroud era?
Definitely. It would be a huge step for us. I was talking to one of our other coaches actually today about that. For Calvary football, if we're able to get this win, I know, as things have kind of changed a little bit, it moved us into the round of 16 without a game last week.
Right.
But if we're able to get a win here, we move into the Elite Eight. That's kind of really realistically a little bit of unknown territory for Calvary football, especially, back since the days of when I was in high school. I think my freshman year, around the 99-2000 area, we went to the Elite Eight, and that's where we ended up losing. So we've been to the Elite Eight, but it's been a long time since we've been there. So if we can get there through this win tonight and make it to next week, then who knows where Calvary football kind of takes off from there.
Exactly. And, a lot of people have talked about the public-private split, but this is a 2 years. While that is definitely in play, that Calvary has the opportunity to really make some noise.
Make some deep runs, I agree.
Right. And the personnel, losing Jake Clements, of course, is quarterback, and a couple other skilled players. We'll have to replace some players on the defensive line, but you really feel like a lot of the skill positions will be coming back next year. So really a 2 to 3 years, the future looks very bright here on the Calvary side. But you look at, the kind of competition you're up against. Landmark has a lot of numbers. Calvary has a lot of numbers for this part of the state. But Landmark is kind of the par for the course for the private schools in Atlanta.
Oh, definitely. Like I said, it's kind of a not necessarily, I guess you shouldn't necessarily use the term a whole nother league, but it definitely makes a difference. I mean, it's not exactly how, your run-of-the-mill schools from this area, at least, as you're saying. Numbers are kind of down across the board here in kind of the southern part of the state. Even, the state champions from last year, Savannah Christian, are greatly down in numbers as they opposed to last year. So it's a big difference, like you're saying. So But we've got a great sophomore class, a great junior class. I do think we'll miss those seniors a lot of heart, a lot of passion from those guys, and some guys that have a lot of experience. That's the key. A lot of those guys have been playing for a while now under Coach Stroud and have kind of worked with him and been, in summer workouts and getting better. But like you said, we've got a great sophomore class, great junior class, and some good freshmen coming up that if we can mix them in to fill those pieces, like you said, I really think we can make a run over the next couple years, especially since it sets us up into the round of 16 if we get there initially.
Exactly. Well, schedule next year is the mirror image of this year, so Calvary will know exactly what to expect. And this Landmark team will be right
coming back soon, yeah.
Yep, they'll be back in August. Stockton McGuire to kick off and get this third quarter underway. Makes that strange step up, going to kick it over there to the right. Kicks a little bit deeper. A.J. Keene will take it. Needs a couple of blocks.
Get to the outside there if we can get it there.
He got to the 36-yard line, and a good job on a sure wrap-up there by number 47, William Higbee. He's done a pretty good job. He's a very good tackler.
Landmark has tackled well. I agree with you. That's exactly what I was about to say.
So here we go. Third quarter, Calvary back onto the football field, trailing 10-0. Jay Clements, the senior quarterback, he's playing to prolong his high school career. So every snap he takes
crucial.
Is so important. Going to go with a shotgun, 4 receivers. Keeping himself with a couple of blockers in front, short yardage to the 40. Gain of 3 on first down. Calvary, though, will take that. They just have to start small and work their way down the football field. As Vince Lombardi once said, matriculate your way down the football field.
That's right. That's exactly right. Hey, I'll take that anytime. Doesn't have to be, flashy. Doesn't have to be quick, but although that always seems nice, if we can move it down the field, that's all that matters.
Second down and a short 6. Clements back, completes the pass to Ryan Jennings. Jennings makes the catch. Still on his feet, up to the 49-yard line. First down for Calvary, and Ryan Jennings on the completion, a gain of 9 yards.
Looks like a lot of times they're kind of, for the most part, it seems to be zoning us up right there on the early outside spots. If we can find some holes in that zone, we can get, 4, 5, 6 yards on those short passes.
Shotgun for Clements. Back to pass. Using an extra blocker, throws it in and out of the hands of Khalid Hughes. Would have been a short gain. Number 2 was on the coverage, Nolan Bryant, and as well as a safety coming back over top, number 32, Ethan Sewell, who had an interception earlier in the game. Second down and 10 after the incompletion. I want to say hello to the guy who helped me out a couple of weeks in a row, Josh Brewer, and his wife, Nikki Brewer from Mississippi. Say hello to you guys. Thanks for listening in to the Calvary Sports Network this evening. Second down and 10. Handoff, faked. Clements keeps it himself, gets a block.
Outside. He's got it outside.
Yep, broke out 1 tackle, broke 2 tackles, very close to a first down. They're going to mark him out of bounds a yard shy, down at the Landmark 41. Give him 9 yards on the play.
Be a big
It'll bring up
down
third down.
Looks like about 2.
Yep.
Marked him even short.
So third down and a short 2 coming up for Calvary.
I guess they're going to say that left foot stepped out. Looks like we're trying to speed up our snap count a little bit, speed up getting to the line, maybe put some pressure on them to get set.
Calvary certainly had trouble doing that in the first half. Clements comes under center, keeps it himself, and gets 2 yards and a first down.
I think he got it, yeah. I tell you what, that's just difficult to stop, man. When you got Jake, who's 6'3", 6'4" frame coming right at you, that's just tough to stop for less than 1 or 2 yards at least.
So here we go. First down and 10, a fresh set of downs inside the Landmark 40. Longer Calvary has the football, the longer Jeremiah Kirkland is on the sideline. Handoff on the sweep. This is Derek Kirkland. Breaks through 1 tackle and only gets a yard down to 39. Number 17, Cole Higbee, who started the season a quarterback, makes the tackle a senior linebacker. Actually, he's a senior safety. He came up on run support there. Kirkland got a yard. Excuse me.
Even though we only get 1 there, I think it's huge that we're going to have to keep him honest, that we may occasionally give that ball to Derek, keep him honest flowing that way, and then cut it back up with Jake a couple times.
Again, that's quarterback draw. Clements, big hole, 30. Got the block, 25, 20. Good job by Mylan Richard blocking downfield.
Held it for a while, yeah.
Releases Clements inside the 20-yard line. First down, Calvary. That's a gain of 19. And Calvary into the red zone for the first time tonight.
See if we're going to try and get on the ball quick here and keep picking up the pace on them.
Jake even ran to the short side of the field there. But he got 19 yards and a first down. They move it down to the 19, so he actually give him 20.
Some great blocks there. Trip Pearson got out and got a linebacker, and then you had Kalik and Milan getting some secondary guys.
Handoff, Kirkland squeezes down to the 50, dropped the football. Ooh, luckily they blew
we got
the ball
a flag,
dead,
a late
and a flag
flag
late. I believe it's going against Landmark. I believe that's going to be a personal foul at the end of the play. Or a hold, we'll see. And that will be added on a half the distance to the goal penalty. It is a personal foul, face mask. So we'll move that ball from the 15-yard line down to inside the 8, where it'll be first and goal, Calvary. So Kirkland got 5 yards there. But that, I'll tell you what, it was scary to see him.
It was iffy. That ball comes out at the last second.
He was on the ground. The ball was inside the 15. He didn't hold it. So the football is at the 9.5. First down and goal for Calvary.
From the War Eagle 9-yard line.
They're bringing both backers, it looks like.
Shift at the line of scrimmage. Clemens keeps it. Oh, good job on the stunt. That was number 66 that came in there, Reed McGuire, the quarterback's brother, the older brother, and he made the stop of Jay Clements for no gain.
It was a great penetration. They were in the backfield immediately there.
So second down and goal. Ball remains at the 9.
I'd love to see a little slant here by those slot guys. I don't know that they can stop Ryan and Milan if we can just get inside position early on them.
Goal to go. See what Calvary can dial up. Back to pass. Looking. Now Clements is in trouble. Breaks free. Down inside the 6. Will Higbee grabbed him. Actually, no. He's only going to get down to the inside the 8. So we got 2 yards.
Big third down here.
Yeah, third down and goal. And just hard for Jake to find the running lanes that he's used to this year.
Well, right there, it actually looked like they manned up on us on the outside and just waited for Jake to come up the middle. May have to just wait for one of the throw it up there and let one of your guys make a play.
Third down again. They shift at the line of scrimmage. Clements steps out, completes it to Kirkland, and a good job. That was number 17 out there. Cole Higbee was not faked. And the pass is complete down to the 24-yard line, and Calvary's going to run out. Spencer Davis.
We're going to kick a field goal.
Going to attempt the field goal. The line of scrimmage is the 6-yard line.
This is going to be a huge play right here. Fourth down. Spencer Davis coming in to kick the field goal.
This will be a 25-yard field goal. It'll be from the left hash. So he's got to angle this one back across the field. The young sophomore. Snap is on the way. Kick is blocked. Picked up by Reagan Jones off the block. He's not going to be able to advance it any, though.
Got a lot of penetration immediately there up the line.
You know that Calvary, he could have gotten, that was behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a live ball there.
So he could have advanced it for a touchdown, but as it is, Landmark will get the football back. I believe they get it at the 20 in high school. I could be wrong. No, they're going to put it down at the 13. So Calvary fails to score on the drive.
I will say this, though. It's a positive note to see us move the ball like that because there's a lot of time left. You're only down 10. If you can get a stop here, it's nice to see you at least have the ability to move the ball on them.
Here's Jeremiah Kirkland. Actually, no, that was not Kirkland. That was number 47 who got the carry, William Higbee. And he got maybe a yard.
Plays all over the field.
Up to the 15, so a gain of 2 for Higbee. (10-0) Landmark leads. Calvary drove the ball all the way down inside the 10 but couldn't score. So
need to get some penetration into the backfield here.
Kirkland now is the back. He's now the lone set back. Actually, no, it's an offset eye. Going to run the toss.
Oh, sweet.
Outside with blockers in
edge.
front. Spins across the 15 to the 20.
Spin gave him a few extra yards there.
Yep, that'll bring up third down and about 2.5 after he gained 5 yards. So Jeremiah Kirkland had 156 in the first half. That was carry number 25.
Justin James, Chandler Bennett, Reagan Jones.
Calvary's defense got to step up big. 3rd down and 2. Shifting as Kirkland gets the ball, cuts back, 1st down.
Yeah, I think he got it.
He's up to the 24-yard line. He needed 2 yards. He got 3. And just a good job, though, of the offensive line, as you said, really out-physicaling Calvary. And you got to give the advantage on both lines of scrimmage to Landmark in this game.
No, definitely. At this point, they've definitely had the advantage on both sides. Really, you saw that on the field goal attempt there. They were in the backfield almost immediately.
1st down. Quick pass.
That bubble screen.
Yep, to Walters, and a good job of the trip up there by Matt Sauce after a gain of maybe 3.
A good read there by Matt Sauce to be in the right spot at the right time.
Brought down to the 28. Bring up 2nd down and 7.
But as you said, those offensive and defensive lines really dominating the line of scrimmage. I really didn't think Spencer kicked it poorly. I thought he had a good kick, got some decent height on it, but they were just in the backfield so quickly they got their hands up and just got it early.
Yep. So just one of those situations. Calvary will probably go for it next time.
I would
Kirkland.
assume so. Well, we might have got him in the backfield here.
They got forward progress for a yard, I think. Squeeze it up to the 29.
Yeah. Tell you what, man, as soon as you think that you've got him down, he spins, and even that spin may only get him 1 or 2, but those are big yards when it comes to a 1st down.
We'll call it 3rd down and a short 6 for Landmark. They've really got 3 plays. They can run a toss, they might try a counter, or they might try a
just
quick.
Come right at you, or a quick bubble screen, I guess.
Yeah, it's going to be single setback.
I think he's
Just
going to
gonna
come
run
right
the
at you
stretch.
to the outside.
Yep, 1st down. Spins out of a tackle at the 40 all the way up to the 45. He gained 16 yards in that play and a 1st down for Landmark.
We're not getting a lot of pressure off that one edge there. We got to have somebody step up. The guys got to stay together here, though. Still got a lot of time left. You're only down 10. You got to stay together, come together as a team, and really fight back here as a unit. Can't be, individuals. So it'd be a good thing right here.
Yep, Brent Sanders has stayed in the game as a linebacker.
I think they've gone fully to Micah down at D end here, just putting him back. They had him at backer early.
I formation, handoff fullback. William Higbee.
It's a tough run right there.
Yep, he got 6 yards. Down to the 49. That's his best run of the night. Bring up 2nd down, about 4. So Landmark has all the advantages right now. Calvary has to try to at least hold them to a field goal. They cannot let them score a touchdown here as we're already getting late in the 3rd quarter. We're under 4 minutes to go in the 3rd. I formation, handoff, quarterback goes right up the middle. And he got through the first level all the way down to the 40-yard line. Snuck through and got 8 yards.
I tell you what, man, this is what I was talking about. Always difficult to play a team for the 2nd time, man. It's very, very tough. I actually think this happened last year. Eagles Landing last year knocked off Landmark early in the season, pretty good. And then in the playoffs, Eagles Landing played Landmark, and Landmark came back and beat them. And so this is something that this is kind of becoming a theme for this team. So we've got to step up and make a stop here and really kind of make a mark. Like you said, I think this is one of those, those important drives of the season right here. We've got to really just step up, bow up, and be a defense that's going to make a stop right here.
Timeout on the field as Landmark has used their first timeout of the half with 3:17 remaining. 10-0 Landmark leads. Timeout here on the Calvary Sports Network.
I'd like to take this opportunity to announce the names of the 2012 varsity cheerleaders.
Out of the timeout. Football is at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 Landmark. Garrett Rogers, Bill Richard, Brian Evans, Corey Martin with you from MC Anderson Field.
Jumbo set. Oh, now they're switching it up.
Yep.
It's a different quarterback back there.
Yep, it's just kind
It's
of
just
a
a
wild,
direct snap.
Yep. And they just kind of feel like right now that they can own the
Just
line of
line
scrimmage.
it up and go right at us, yep.
That was number 80, Sam Dobbs, who kept it and got 3 yards.
Gain of about 3. Shut down by
Line of scrimmage will be the 37. Under 3 minutes to go in the third quarters. 10-0 Landmark. They have the football and all the advantage. Go back to an I formation. Kirkland is in the backfield. Handoff.
We got in there
Spins.
early. We just got to make a tackle.
We
That's
did.
it right there.
That was
Got
a
it.
good
Hey, you
job.
can't-
Good job there by Chandler Bennett and Stefan Williamson. They got in the backfield that down. They stopped Kirkland for no gain.
We got to make sure to keep our heads in this game right here, stay cool, and just keep making stops. We can't have, if we get a stop right there, we can't have a big penalty after extracurricular activity going on there. Can't let it get chippy. You got to keep your head in the game, be calm, and just make the plays. Let that field, do the talking for you.
3rd down and 7.
It's a huge play right here. We got to get up.
Going to be out the shotgun.
Crowd
Four
getting
receivers.
loud out there.
Kirkland is
Could just
there.
be spreading
Calvary
us out
showing
there.
blitz. Coming out, throws out of the backfield, complete. Reagan Jones makes
Barely
the stop.
short.
He's short by a yard.
Maybe
it's
a
gain
yard.
of 6.
complete to number 8, Sterling Dixon.
Dixon made the catch. Timeout as Dixon is hurt.
Somebody's hurt, yeah. Maybe lost his breath.
So 4th down and 1. Long one for Landmark with 1:53. You know they're going to go for it.
Oh, definitely. Especially because they really feel like they've dominated the line of scrimmage tonight. I don't see why you wouldn't here. I mean, now, once again, though, you do have that field goal kicker who is looking like he's pretty tough, got a good leg and is good from a good ways. But you got 4th down and 2, 2.5, with a chance to really almost, I mean, I don't want to say necessarily put the game away, but to really, kind of drive a stake into some of the momentum that we had.
Right.
If you can get a 1st down right here. And on the other hand, if you come up, make a huge defensive stop here, then it really, sets you up to make a big push here as we kind of move deep into the third quarter. I think he's going to be okay right here. I think maybe just got the wind knocked out of him.
Yep, I believe that's exactly what it was. Dixon's to his feet and off the field. So 4th down, and it's almost 2. It's a long yard.
Yeah, definitely.
It was an official timeout there, so both teams, Landmark with 2 timeouts left, Calvary with all 3 of theirs. Oh, now they've moved the chains.
No, they gave him about a half a yard or so.
They gave him an extra half yard. So it's 4th down and 1.
I assume we'll see Kirkland come right back at us, or a QB sneak. Looks like he could be. I don't know that he got it. From where that one spot is, I don't know that he got it.
Calvary says they stopped him. They're going to put.
I don't know, though. He's giving him a pretty good spot right there. That was a very good right foot spot. I don't know, though. Looking from here, that is very close.
I think he's going to have it. I think he's going to have it.
I do, by about a quarter of a football, maybe.
Yep, I think by the tip of the football, it's going to be 1st down.
Golly, that was a huge spot right there. He gave it to the far end of his right foot. That was a big spot.
Referee came out, went plenty of yards for the 1st down, then he came back inside, and I thought, well, maybe we stopped him. Stretch those chains.
Oh, he didn't get it.
Stopped him. Stopped him short.
Wow.
Calvary's defense has stopped him. Whew. That's
I
big.
think that's what, the second 4th down stop tonight?
Yep, that was big.
That's huge right there. Now we got to make something happen, though. Your defense gets a stop right there. You have got to make something happen offensively. You just got to find it within yourself to take them off the line of scrimmage and make something happen.
1.5 to go in the third quarter.
Tell you what, freshman Brent Sanders getting in there and mixing it up. He was big in there in the middle of the pile.
Shotgun formation for Jay Clements. He's back. Going to complete the pass to Khalid Hughes. Makes one man miss, and then he runs into
Higbee
William
is
Higbee.
all over the field, man.
Play gains 5 yards. 2nd down and 5 upcoming. But a big play there for Calvary to finally get some positive momentum going forward. That was the first completion to Kalik Hughes tonight. They've been looking for Hughes down the field.
He got up a little gingerly there.
Yep, he's still on the field, though. Clock down a minute to go here in the third quarter.
Looking like it might be a little read option here.
2nd down and 5.
Yep.
Clemens keeps
Got to
it.
get up the field, though.
A little bit of it hesitation.
Can't hesitate. We got to get up the field.
And he ran into number 66, Reed McGuire. Going to give him no gain on the play. So 3rd down and 5 upcoming. What may be the last play of the third quarter.
Tell you what, Higbee and McGuire, you hear those names a lot all over the field.
Yep. A couple of Higbees, a couple of McGuires.
Yeah, there's a couple of them out there.
Here we
Seem
go.
to be making a lot of stops, too.
3rd down.
Got trips left here.
And almost a bunch formation. They've got Kalik Hughes isolated. Here comes Clements, rolling, looking. Has a man open, completes the pass, first down
catch there.
to Mylan Richard at the 47-yard line. A gain of 12.
Big catch.
And that will take us to the end of the third quarter. After that 12-yard gain.
Try and quick snap it here, actually.
And the first down pickup. They'll set the ball, and then they will snap it. And that will take us to the third. Yep, Calvary's just going to be content to let the final seconds of the third quarter wind down. We are at the same place we were when we started the third quarter, but Calvary has perhaps, we might say, Corey, regained a little bit of the momentum.
Oh, definitely.
We head to the fourth quarter, 10-0 Landmark. Calvary on the move. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here on the Calvary Sports Network.
Make something happen here. It'll be absolutely huge.
I want to thank our Calvary Sports Network sponsors while we have the opportunity. We'll run through some of them here quickly. We have Checkers, our good friends at Coca-Cola.
Specialty Sports, Granger Honda Nissan,
Team Nike,
Curry's Dry Cleaning, Weatherington Chiropractic,
Marines Turf Products. Can't forget the people at PGA Outsourcing.
Thank you from Calvary Day School.
Savannah Tire. And Bill Richard at State Farm Insurance. We'll thank our other sponsors as we continue here in the game. Fourth quarter begins. It'll be 1st and 10 Calvary at their own 45-yard line. That was Mylan Richards' first catch of the game, and what a big one. 12 yards and a first down. And he got hit hard as he made the catch. Clements up to the line of scrimmage. Handoff goes to Derek Kirkland. Kirkland has his jersey grabbed, but he got a hard 6 yards across the midfield stripe into the territory of Landmark. Number 10, Aaron Burtz makes the stop. Clements picks up 6 yards. Bring up 2nd down and 4 as we begun the fourth quarter. Final 12 minutes of the game, but separate one of these teams from the end of their season and the other team from the quarterfinals of the state playoffs. Shotgun formation for Clements. High snap, hands off to Kirkland on the sweep. Does not get the block.
Oh, that's huge.
He was able to get through the front line, and he got 4 yards down to the 46. And it will actually 3 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and 1. I believe pretty much from here on out, Calvary.
It's 4 down territory, yes, definitely. May want to just line Jake up behind center right here and just get the first down and be guaranteed here.
Yeah, like they did last time. Start him in the shotgun.
Looks like he's going to go right up.
Yep. Quick in the sneak. He's going to sneak it. Snap. First down.
Yeah,
Jake down to the 44. Got 2 yards.
First down, Cavaliers.
Football's at the 44-yard line. Just under 11 minutes to go in the football game. All told, a pretty good crowd made their way here to MC Anderson Field. About 2/3 of the way full here. And Landmark brought a good crowd, as Corey mentioned earlier in the game. 4 receivers that will stay. Kirkland next to Clements in the backfield. Fake the handoff. Needs a block, doesn't get it. And he will be brought down.
Great tackle right there by 51.
That's number 51, Titus Creamer, who makes the stop for no gain on Jake Clements.
Ball carried by Clemens.
They've done a very good job, I must say, of reading the kind of stopping the read option. They
really
spread
have.
Calvary out, and there's no running room for Jake to get any positive yardage.
I tell you what, man, and even then, too, when Jake's had the opportunity, kind of on a one-on-one matchup, they've won that one-on-one matchup a lot of times. They've really just made great tackles out there.
Going to quick throw it
Gotta
out,
get
completes it to
upfield.
Jordan Walker. Walker breaks free inside the 40, down to the 38. Gain of 5 yards on the play there for Jordan Walker. That'll bring up third down and a short 5 yards to go. That's Walker's first catch of the game. Crowd is
Starting to get chippy out there, too. Guys
Yep.
are really getting up, getting after it.
football is right at the 38-yard line. Calvary's got to get it down inside the landmark 34 for a first. 9:18 to go in the football game. Calvary got him to jump. Hard
That's huge
count.
right there, huge.
And number 66, Reed McGuire, jumped into the neutral zone. That will be very close to a first down. I believe it will be enough yardage once they mark it off. The referee will begin with his left foot. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that will be a first down for Calvary. So that's a big penalty there.
That was huge.
Yep, football is inside the 33.
Always nice to pick up a first down with no snap of the football.
So with 9 minutes, 12 seconds to go. Clements. Back. Rolling. Under pressure. Throws out. Completes the pass. I believe that was Ryan Jennings who
That was
made the
great.
catch.
Pressure on his face by 66 of Landmark.
Yep, made the catch at the 29-yard line. A gain of maybe 4.5, 5 yards. Second down and 5 upcoming. 8:45 to go in the game. Clock is on the move. Calvary's got to score here, and then they've got to make a stop. Second down, a long 5. Ryan Jennings comes.
Trips look again on the
Yep.
right.
Landmark showing pressure, going to quick throw, completes it to Jordan Walker. Walker makes a man miss. He's inside the 25 down to the 22. That's a first down as he gains 7 yards on the play. So Calvary doesn't have any running room up the middle. They're starting to fire out into the edges where they've got some running room. Calvary, though, getting down inside the red zone, and that's where
we've been stalled.
Landmark bowed up last time. Back to pass.
I tell you what, the middle's wide
going
open.
down the field, has a man open. Jordan Walker in and out of his hands, incomplete.
I tell you what, they had 2 guys open there. Ryan Jennings breaking wide open across the middle on a skinny post route.
That was the out and up there.
Yeah,
from
definitely worked.
Jordan Walker, he was open as well.
They bid on him on running that little screen, kind of just that little, hook, and then he just went with it, and he had him. And Jake really laid it up there well, got his hands on it, but would have been a tough catch either way, but did get his hands almost on the football there.
Second down and 10. Clock has stopped with 8:10 to go in the game. When we had a hold against Calvary, so it wouldn't have mattered. Oh, no, the hold was against Landmark. It was offensive holding.
Oh, wow, that was huge.
He called it the wrong way, but it'll be first down and 10 at that's the 12-yard line. So he pointed the wrong. There's the referee making the change, but so I don't know if they grabbed who they grabbed, but it will be a penalty against Landmark. Handoff kept. Jake dives inside the 10, maybe got a yard.
Yeah. Keep going back to that trips look, and we still can get a first down even if we don't score here.
Yep. 7:55 and the clock is moving. Second down and 9. This is where Calvary stalled last time. Had a field goal blocked. Man, how huge would that have been if Calvary was scoring?
Oh man, very big.
Have single coverage out here to the outside. That's where he looks.
The middle
completes
of the field
the pass
still.
down to the 6. Pass was complete for a gain of 4.
Wow.
No, excuse me. The umpire was there to call it incomplete.
That would have been huge right there.
Yep.
Put us at 2nd and 5 or 3rd and 5 instead of 3rd and 9.
Good job by the umpire, though. He
Yeah,
was
clearly
he had the best,
bounced prior to him.
Yep, he had the best view.
It's hard to see from that backside on the sideline, Judge, there. So
Clements had the right idea, but threw it short.
I think
So
if we
third
maybe
down.
pump fake that out on the left side and hit the middle of the field, Ryan Jennings is there.
Clements keeps it inside the 5.
Can he get there?
Jumps.
Oh, he lost
He
it.
lost the football. Landmark's got it.
I don't know that he got there. Oh, Jake's hurt. Jake is hurt bad.
No, shoo. Jake
They're
is
saying
hurt.
that's Calvary football.
Calvary will keep the football at the 1 yard line. It'll be
Wow.
first down and 10. Jake is up. He is walking gingerly. Calvary,
I wonder what they're saying. I guess they're
I think
saying
he
that
said when he got the
was
football, he was
down.
out of bounds.
Oh, he's out of bounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the ball belonged to
I guess
Calvary.
they're saying a foot was out of bounds when he grabbed it, which it was close. It was very. Oh, we're short. They're going to say 4th down and 1 at the
Football's
3.
at the 3. If I was Calvary, I would ask for them to bring out the stick to measure.
At least give us a shot to regroup a little bit. We may be calling a timeout here.
They are going to call an official timeout to measure. At least I think so. The ball is inside the 3 yard line, which
is
very
close. Yeah, very close.
Calvary, they should give a measurement if Coach. They want 7 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock. If I was Coach Stroud, I would ask for a measurement. At least
Oh,
to give
definitely.
Clements
At least to give some time to regroup here. Looks like Jake's ready to go, though. Man, that was a big hit. I don't know who delivered it, but that was a big hit.
The ball flew about 5 feet in the air.
I actually thought it was going to fly forward to Jordan Walker in the end zone.
The ball was recovered by Landmark, but he was out of bounds. So Calvary's got the ball.
Oh, we're going to go shotgun possibly. I don't know.
I don't
He's going
know
to run
why.
it up there. And
If I was Coach Stroud, I would have asked for a measurement.
I don't know if he's going to go shotgun or if he's going to run up there to the line. Oh, he's going to go
He's
up to
gonna
the line
run
of
up to the
scrimmage.
line of scrimmage.
This is huge here.
Clements keeps it.
I don't know that he got it.
I believe,
That's a good spot, though, on the left side.
I think they gave it.
But I don't know that he got it.
It's going to depend upon where he puts the foot down.
I don't know that he got it.
Jake says he's got it. We'll see.
It's an early call.
They'll put the football down. Wow.
He's going to call for a measurement. That is close.
No, man, they gave him a great spot. He's almost down to the
Actually,
1.
he's almost, yeah.
That should be enough.
That
for a
should
first
be
down.
enough from where we're sitting at least. But, of course, we didn't think Calvary got the stop, and we did earlier. So,
That's very close.
man, that was a...
It's inside where the ball is. It's inside the 2.
Yeah.
Definitely so.
Should be a first down. And realistically, he got his back in there and reached the ball up. So from the option of, where the ball was, he may have actually
All
gotten
right,
it.
so here's the stretch.
So this is going to be huge here. I think he's got. Oh, I don't know. He got it.
First down, Calvary.
This is huge.
First and goal from the 1 yard line with 7 minutes, 15 seconds to go.
Got to get it in right here. It'd be nice to get it. The earlier we can get it in, the better.
Yes.
Just to save some of that clock.
So you've got to either hold him to a field goal or make a stop.
Yeah.
Going to stay out of the shotgun, though, I think. Or
I think we're going to run that little read option and just go up with Jake. Or Derek's going to try and
Derek
get in.
Kirkland.
He's short. He may have lost a little.
He is there for no gain.
It's iffy right here.
Second and goal.
Clock running. We got to get on it and just save some time here. I actually think that QB draw might not be a bad play here if we line up with the 2 running backs and send them out into the flats. We maybe give Jake a chance to get in there.
That's the formation
What we're
they're
in
running
here, but they're running some big linebackers up the middle here and brought the safety over the top too. Oh, we got a drop snap. Oh, his knee wasn't down. His knee was never down. His knee was never down. That's a big call right there. His knee never touched the ground.
Referee said it did. Clock is moving, 6:22.
We got to get on the ball.
It's a loss of 5 back to the 6 yard line. What a huge play that is. So that's third
That's
down
huge.
and goal. Clock is on the move, 6 minutes, 10 seconds. What a humongous play that was.
Wow.
Calvary having a lot of trouble getting set
That
up.
was big.
Shotgun. Clements fakes the handoff. No, Kirkland's got it. Cuts back. He's in trouble.
We got to get up the field. You can't lose that yards.
And Kirkland is brought down back at the 13-yard line. That was not good. I believe that was number 66, Reed McGuire, that made the stop. Loss of 6 there for Kirkland. And
It was big.
Calvary trying to save the timeouts.
Ball carrier. Stopped by Bryant, among others.
You got to call. I think you might want to use a timeout here. I know you got to save them, but just to regroup.
Clock is moving, 5:42. 4th down and goal. Football's back to the 13. Calvary's
This is
got to
huge
score.
here. We got to get it in.
Calvary's got to throw it into the end zone.
I think the middle of the field with Ryan Jennings has
Clemens
been there.
looking, throws.
No, we
incomplete.
can't get it there.
Was looking for Mylan Richard, but the ball bounced up there, didn't get to him.
Ball will go over on down.
It'll be 1st down and 10 for Landmark with 5:26 to go.
That was huge.
So Calvary had it 1st down and goal from the 1.5-yard line and could not score. Never went under center and tried to run it up the middle.
No, we didn't.
I'm not sure why not.
Tell you what, that call there on the snap where he said his knee was down was huge. You lost about 6 yards there, and then the next play we, try that jet sweep, and we just don't get there. Got to get a stop here, though. We can't be reaching for the ball. That's the thing.
Kirkland's got a 1st down. He went from the 12.
5:18 left.
Finally wrestled down by 8. Keene.
Gave him line of scrimmage all the way up to the 24, so he got 10 yards. Clock is on the move.
Gain of about 12. First down and 10.
Tell you the difference, though, between halves. 24 rushes in the first half for Kirkland. That was only his 6th rush of the second
Oh, it's huge. We've also possessed the ball for so much longer. They haven't had the ball. They had a lot of the possession in the first half.
But most importantly, Calvary has not been able to get in the end zone.
Which is huge.
Under 5 to go. Run the toss to Kirkland.
Got to get in that backfield. That's a great play by Chandler right
Bennett
there.
makes the tackle
That's
back
huge.
at the 17-yard line. That is a loss of 6 or 7 yards on the play.
I don't know if you can use the timeouts this early, not having scored.
I don't think if you stop him here, you might.
You might have to use one, yeah.
But it's 2nd down and 17. I still think you see Kirkland.
I agree, yeah. Oh, you definitely right here with the time, the clock is your friend here. I think you run it 3 times in a row right here. Well, obviously not on 4th, but run on the 1st, and now you got 2 more where we just run it.
Calvary's got to score quick when they get the ball back.
If we could get a turnover here, it would be huge. Really, ball security is important right here for Kirkland.
Run the draw up the middle. Very short yardage for Kirkland. He got a yard. Clock at 3:55 and moving. I might have used a timeout there. Calvary doesn't want to, though. 3rd down is 16.
Either way, you got to score twice. So
3:40 and the clock is moving. I believe Landmark can get it all the way down to about 3:20 before they have to snap it. Going to be an offset I formation. Kirkland is in the backfield.
you got to get in the backfield quick here with 3:23.
Just going to run it to Kirkland, and he gets up to the
I
20.
think you maybe have to use one. I don't know.
Still not using it.
3:15.
3:13.
I guess we're going to save them till the end now. Now you really got to save them.
No, Calvary does not use it. We're down
Yeah, if
to
you don't
3
use it
minutes.
early there, I think you got to save it.
Yep, might as well now. So no gain on the play. 4th down, 15. Calvary not.
Had 12 in the huddle there. Just sent one guy off, but had 12 initially. We got to hurry up and get back there.
12 in the huddle. That should be a penalty.
Yeah, it was. They broke it early though, and the refs didn't catch it.
4th down. Kalik Hughes is back for the
we
punt.
try and block this one.
Good kick. Calvary. Kalik Hughes has got to get there and get it. 45 gets the block.
We got to get upfield. You can't dance around with it.
Midfield.
Ah.
He's down to the 45-yard line with 2 minutes, 24 seconds remaining. So Calvary's got it at the 45, 2:24 to go. They've got to score quickly, and then we're at offside or
Yeah,
onside
got to get an
territory
onside kick
now.
for sure.
First and 10 Calvary, 2 minutes, 24 seconds from the 45-yard line.
Still can be done. I think I know I talked to some of the guys earlier in this week, and they said that
Clemens is in trouble, completes the pass.
oh, it's a block in the back.
Yep,
we're going to
block
get
in
a
the
block.
back.
That's a little extracurricular hit, though, but they're going to get us for a block in the back, which is big.
No gain on the play.
Pass complete to 16 Hughes.
Khalid Hughes is hurt.
Flag on the play.
And now the referees are, I don't know why he's going to come talk to the side judge. Unless he's going to come over here and explain to the coach what the call was. If that's a spot foul, that's going to be humongous.
Yeah, it's going to be big. I'll tell you what, though. Even though we had a hold there after the play was over, number 5 from Landmark came and got Milan pretty big afterwards, which, I mean, you got to watch both things there, you know.
There's going to be from the original line of scrimmage, so back to the 45. We'll bring up first and 20. Calvary down to 2 minutes, 16 seconds in the football game. Calvary's got to.
We got to take some shots here, I think.
I believe there was a penalty against Landmark. There's a flag at midfield. I believe it's going to be maybe sideline warning, which doesn't matter anything right now.
Yeah, it's not just a warning. It's not going to hurt them.
Nope, they picked up the flag, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, just going to be a warning, I think.
Clock is moving, 2:15. Calvary's got to throw the ball down the field. Jay Clements looking.
Got to throw
pressure.
it.
Throwing, has a man open, completes it to Hughes.
Get out of bounds.
Inside the 40-35,
Got
out of bounds.
Nice, got the first down. That's huge.
Yep, first down Calvary right at the boundary.
Great job to get out of bounds.
So 20 yards on the play and a first down. First down. Oh, they're going to say he got out. Second down and short. Clements back, looking. Throwing downfield, just
putting it up
there.
For Ryan. He's going to make the
Jennings
play.
Makes the play.
Oh, he's going to call offensive pass interference. Wow. I really don't think that was a push-off there.
That is going to be against Calvary, and that's a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot.
I tell you what, when you got two guys running full speed down the field, that's a tough call to make because, 25's momentum could easily take him into the end zone. If Ryan puts on the brakes there, that's a tough call right there. Kid trying to go up and make a play, but
made the catch at the 3, but they're going to call offensive interference. So move it back to bring it second down and 11. Oh, and loss of down.
So we're going to be at fourth down? Third down, that's right, yeah.
I did not know that was a loss of down.
I didn't either. Offensive interference shouldn't be a loss of down.
Offensive pass interference on the Cavaliers.
Yeah, I think they're going to keep it at second.
No, the referee's calling third.
Wow.
Brings up second down and 15.
Huh. Oh, he's calling third down. He's saying it is a loss of down.
Yep.
Wow.
Clements drops the football, picks it up. He's in trouble. Throws it, completes it to Mylan Richard.
We got to get up on the ball, though. Time's running.
Calvary maybe need to use a timeout now. It's fourth down and about 8. That was so huge for them not to give him the first down out in that big 20-yard play.
You got to get on the ball. It's fourth down.
Fourth down.
I think at this point in time, you're going to almost have to get the onside if we put points up here.
Clements over the middle, completes it. Mylan Richard, first down at the 30.
It's a first down.
With a
so
minute
the clock's
going to
stop, but we've got to be on the ball and be ready to go here.
Yep, they will set it up and start the pass. We're down to 74 seconds in the game. Calvary will snap it on the line. There it is. Clock is moving. Clements going on the out and up again, looking down the field, looking for
he's got a step.
Jennings.
Oh, it's knocked down.
Good job there by number 25.
That was close.
Coverage.
He's got a step towards that back corner there.
Ben Patterson there on the coverage. Second down and 10, minute 5 to go. Calvary has had it fourth inside the 20 twice and have failed to score. 10-0, second down. Clements back, under pressure, throws in and out of the hands of Mylan Richard. Needed to make that catch. That would have been a first down around the 15. Third down and 10, right at 60 seconds to go in the game. Calvary again has to score, and then they have to get an onside kick. They got 3 timeouts. So I guess something wacky could still happen. But
Definitely anything can happen, I guess, at this point.
But you got to score quickly. Clements back, looking, fires.
Oh, he's open. Yeah, he's got it.
The pass, first down.
I tell you what, if they're going to back it off like that, you just keep running the slant. A first down, the clock stops. You just got to get on the ball quick here.
Hughes got 13 on that play, down to the 15-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 there for Calvary. 55 seconds, now it gets tough. Once again, Calvary for the third time tonight, inside the 20. Back to pass, looking. He's
got to get rid of it.
Flushing throws in the end zone for A.J. Overthrew him.
I tell you what, man, Jordan is breaking to the corner right there, and he got held by number 25, but the ref didn't see it because he was looking at A.J.
Second down and 10.
And Jordan may have gotten there.
45 seconds to go. So now Calvary.
A.J.'s cramping, it looks like. Yeah, he's cramping.
Here comes A.J. off the field.
Yeah, he's cramping.
Derek Kirkland will come on with 45 seconds. So Calvary, they got to score quickly, and then they get an onside kick, and then they have to either set up or field goal or throw it in the end zone. There's a lot of things that have to happen in 45 seconds.
Oh, definitely. I mean, time definitely working against you here, but you take as many shots as you can.
Clock is stopped after the incompletion. From the far hash mark, Clements back. Throws it out and in through the hands of Jordan Walker. Maybe okay that went through his hands.
Yeah, I think there we had to use a timeout if he catches it and doesn't get into the end zone.
42 seconds. 3 seconds went off the clock there. Third down and 10. So Calvary can either go the end zone twice. But, man, they have just great. Just cannot say enough about Landmark's red zone
defense, man. It has been huge. But we had a couple things that happened against us. Oh, no. Probably better.
Walker dropped it again, incomplete. 37 seconds, fourth down. But again, they're keying on that one receiver.
Yeah. Had 2 guys up there to stop Jordan there if he catches it.
Fourth down and 10. 37 seconds.
This is huge right here. We still can get a first down, though. I mean, that is one thing that can still happen. If we make a catch here, we can get a first down.
Clements back.
The middle of the field is there. Oh, he got hit early. He got hit early. There we go. We threw the flag. He got hit early.
There's the flag.
Yeah, he got hit very early.
That'll be half the distance to the goal with 30
seconds. And it's a first down at least.
Automatic first down. Inside the 10. Should be first and goal for Calvary. They got early and hit Mylan Richard. Mylan still almost made the catch.
Still got time, man. As long as there's time on the clock, you never know what can happen, especially if we can get an onside kick, at least take some chances towards the end zone. You know, we got some guys that can possibly go up and get it, but the biggest thing is we got to put points up right here.
So the ball is at the 8-yard line, first and 10. Calvary's got to score. Back to pass, Clements looking, under pressure, going to run inside the 5.
Oh, no, we got to get in.
He's down to the 2.
That or we got to call a timeout here.
Timeout with 22 seconds. Calvary will have a second down and goal from the 2-yard line.
Timeout, Cavaliers.
But, I mean, even if a Calvary scores and even if they get the onside kick.
You still got – well, I mean, the thing is, if we can put the ball in here, you know, and we get the onside kick, you do have 2 timeouts, so you can run a couple things across the field. And then, you know, if you want to take a shot, you can take a shot. Or if you want to give it another chance to possibly kick a field goal, if you can get in field goal range, you can tie it with that.
Sophomore kicker. Yeah,
it's just iffy, yeah. Do you want to take a shot or do you want to put it back in his hands, especially after having one blocked early, which how big is that now that you had a blocked field goal? I mean, we've had our chances in the second half here.
Blocked field goal perhaps took us out of a field goal possibility.
Oh,
on the
definitely,
second drive,
definitely.
Where it could be 10-6 now instead of
very much so,
potentially, or
which is huge.
So it's going to be under 20 seconds, even if Calvary scores on this play. I think Calvary's got to put it in the air. Back to pass.
Oh, definitely.
Throws.
He almost jumped that route there.
18 seconds to go to bring up 3rd down and goal to go. Calvary looks exhausted. Both teams look pretty exhausted.
Yeah, it's been a long game. It's been a battle, too. 10-0. I mean, that's a battle in the trenches defensively, especially here in this second half.
3rd and goal. Ball is at the 2. Calvary trips to the left. Clements.
Oh, goodness.
Keeps
You got
himself.
to call another timeout.
Timeout with 14 seconds to go at the 3. He lost a yard. And so now we're almost to the point where Calvary has to score on this play.
Oh gosh,
has to get the onside kick
huge.
and then just throw
and
a
then
Hail
throw
Mary.
a launch, yeah.
Throw a Hail Mary to try to win it.
Well, now you've got to get in here. There's no other option. It's 4th and goal. I mean, you've got to get in, or you don't have enough timeouts if you do stop them. So we've got to get in right here.
You could also kick a field goal here.
Yeah, you could kick a field goal here and try and get the onside. But it's just whatever coach is going to go with here.
I think if it was 2 minutes left in the game, you might do that.
Yeah, I think 2 minutes ago you kick the field goal here and take your points. But if it was 2 minutes to go, I'd feel a whole lot better right now.
Calvary's had a lot of opportunities in this game.
Oh, definitely. Huge shots here in the second half. And the guys have responded well. I mean, we've had our chances, moved the ball down the field. Just a couple things don't go our way.
But 2nd year in a row, Calvary could end their season against Landmark. It will begin next season.
In the same round, really, right? Round of 16 last year. Now, different playoff scenario, but still round of 16.
Yep. And then, of course, Calvary will welcome Landmark back here to MC Anderson in August.
Right to start it, yep.
To begin
We're going to go back to our original spread here.
4th down.
So, it looks like somebody else has we called another timeout? Oh, goodness. So I guess we used another one there.
No more. So no timeouts. So no timeouts left. So Calvary is now, they will probably have, even if they score here, maybe 10 seconds left.
At most, I would say, yeah, we have to have 10 seconds left. And really
if you
then,
get the onside kick, you're probably down to 7 or 8 at the most.
At the most, yeah, you're probably looking at more like in that 5 range if we get the onside.
You've got to create enough time to let Jake scramble around.
And you just got one. You got one bomb, really,
into the end zone. I guess stranger things have happened.
Yeah, you're looking at probably a 50 or so, 50, 55-yard bomb if we're able to get that onside. The toughest thing is to get an onside when the other team knows it's coming. I mean, in high school football, it can work a lot, when it comes as a surprise, but so difficult when the team knows that it's coming. We're putting it to that back
Clements
corner.
One-on-one.
Oh, he got hit early again,
Pass
I thought. Yeah, he got hit early again.
With 8 seconds.
It's a long play, too.
That'll be first down, automatic first down for Calvary. Half the distance to the goal.
You still have to throw it, though.
And now Calvary's down to 8 seconds, so they've got to score here. I don't think you can. I don't think you have 2 plays.
No, definitely. I think you've got to get it in here.
We're down. We're getting into the longest of long shots.
Yes,
now.
very much so. If I could add 30 seconds or so back, I would.
The fans are getting ready to leave, but they're not going to leave.
Yeah, not going to leave until it's gone.
So here we go. Ball will be on the far hash. First down and goal for Calvary from the 2. 8 seconds. Derek Kirkland's in the end zone for the Calvary touchdown with 5 seconds to go. So Derek Kirkland's in from 4 yards to give Calvary a touchdown. Makes it 10-7, 10-6 rather.
That's huge, man.
I just don't know how Calvary's going to have any time.
I don't know how we get the time. That's exactly what I was thinking here. I mean, you're at 4.7.
Even if you get the onside kick, you're going to have to beg
for any
time to remain
I think
on
the
clock.
biggest thing is if you kick it,
Extra point on the way is up, and it is good.
As Landmark, if I were Landmark, I think if you kick it, do you just let the ball roll? I mean, you just let the ball roll. Even if we get it, I think the 4 seconds is gone possibly.
But does what's the rule? The clock doesn't move until someone touches it, though.
I don't know if that's how it is. And I know in basketball for us, the clock doesn't move until contact is made with the ball, until someone touches it. Now, for football, I assume it would be the same. But
I was about to say, because, on an onside or
on a kickoff,
touchback,
it doesn't really start. Yeah, it doesn't start at all on a touchback, so maybe that's the case.
So maybe what will happen is as soon as somebody touches it,
the clock starts, yeah.
And so it'll start and stop.
Yeah, so you're looking at probably, maybe 2.83 seconds-ish right there. I mean, I think that's the best you can hope for is, 2.5 to 3 seconds.
You'll get the ball at midfield or something unless it deflects off of.
Right. That's why I said I think you're looking at, if we get it, a 50 to 55-yard bomb or so.
And then you have to block long enough to let the guys get down the field, which is 4 or 5 seconds.
Right. I tell you what, though, I did talk to some of the guys this past week, before we were out for Thanksgiving, and they were saying, that Spencer Davis was kind of the onside specialist. So we'll see what he can do right here. A lot of pressure right here on the sophomore, but we'll see what we can do to make happen.
It's 10-7. Calvary is within a field goal, but I don't think a field goal is
going to help us here.
No.
Well, it helps us, but I don't know that we can get one from about 50 or so, and that's if we get the ball here.
So Landmark is looking for the onside kick.
47 looks like he's going to go just take somebody out.
Yep, Calvary's got him lined up. 4 seconds to go. Spencer Davis lines up. Here he comes. Kicked it too hard.
Oh, he didn't touch it.
Kicked it too hard.
Had a possible shot there. I think that just runs the clock out, actually, yeah. Well, they got the ball immediately. You just decline the penalty and take the ball and kneel it.
Yep.
That's going to be it.
Landmark is going to come away with a 3-point win.
That is a tough way to go down right here.
10-7. In the second half of play, Calvary had a field goal blocked in the third quarter, then had it first and goal inside the 1-yard line and failed to score as they went backwards on 2 straight plays. And for the second straight year, a defensive struggle between Calvary
it's tough.
and
it's
Landmark.
A tough way to go down.
Is going to go the way of the Eagles as they will begin their quest for the Dome for the second year in a row. And that will be it.
Yeah, that's going to be it.
Seniors like Micah Colbreth, Jake Clements, Chandler Bennett. This is their Ryan Jennings.
Reagan Jones.
This is their final.
Justin James. That's tough.
9-2 will be Calvary's final mark this year.
Got 2 losses on the year by a combined 4 points. That's tough.
1 point loss to Savannah Christian, and a 3-point loss here to Landmark.
That is a tough way to go down right here.
But Jeremiah Kirkland had all those yards in the first half.
Ton of possession time, too.
Yep. Calvary did a great job in the second half of of holding him to nothing.
Well, yeah, defense comes out. I mean, great adjustments obviously made by the defense that really put us in good spots. I mean, you don't give up any points, and you are I think we were in the red zone probably 3 times.
3 times and came away with the 7
and came away with the 7, but one of them, you're first and goal at the 1. I think it was about first and goal, maybe 1.5 yard line, and came away with nothing on that one. So it's tough.
So many twists and turns in this second half of play, but what would have happened had Calvary had a little bit better answer for Kirkland in the first half?
Yeah, you just no telling, man. It's kind of, the if and what would happen.
But I mean, we said 34-13 were the plays for Landmark in the first half. It was probably about that lopsided for Calvary.
Opposite way, yeah. It's a big gap there, but it's a tough game all around. Well fought by both teams. I tell you what, man, Landmark is a tough team, and realistically, like we've said all game, Landmark is a better team than a 12 seed. I mean, majority of the time you're going to see them inside of that top 10 as far as seeding goes, but just kind of how it fell tonight.
Final score will be Landmark's 10 and Calvary 7. Corey, we thank you for being with us.
Yes, sir.
Very soon we'll be hopefully talking to you at halftime with some basketball action.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll be starting, starting the season coming up here soon. Certainly, like I said, didn't expect to get these football guys back nowhere near this early in the end of the season or in the playoff run, but they fought hard, and really it was a great onside kick by Spencer. It gave us a chance. So,
thank you so much, Corey, and fans. We thank you for being with us here during Calvary's football coverage on the Calvary Sports Network. We thank all of our support staff that helped us this year. Chad Griffin, who was color announcer in so many games this year. We thank the support of Calvary stat specialist Alicia Evans and her support this year. Garrett Rogers coming in for the first time this year, working on some production work as well as stats. Bill Richard back for his second year on the camera upstairs. Casey Nelson producing, directing, working with graphics and doing a lot of production pre-broadcast as well. We thank her for all of her help this year and for making the Calvary Sports Network possible. Fans, we're through the football season this year. We'll be back in the 2013 season. But make sure you're staying tuned to the Calvary Sports Network Facebook page for updates on when Calvary's Sports Network's next broadcast will be. We'll still be doing chapels, of course, on Tuesdays, and basketball begins very soon as the winter sports season gets underway, and then baseball and soccer just around the corner as well. Fans, again, we thank everybody for all their work this year during the football season. We now turn the page to the winter season. Again, final record for Calvary will be 9-2 on the year. And we'll look to regroup and start again very soon for the 2013 football season. For Corey and Bill and Garrett and Alicia tonight, this is Brian Evans one last time for the 2012 season. Good night, everyone. This has been the Calvary Sports Network.